Hello.
Hey, baby. What's going on?
Hi, Jen Walker. I bet you are thrilled because Jen is our number one Eternal Sunshine stan.
Oh, did I know this?
Jen is like album of the year, better than everything that's ever been released.
Wait, how did I not know this?
Jen is obsessed with Eternal
Jen,
Sunshine.
I'm sorry. Have I just been missing your chats in the Discord or something?
I feel like it came up maybe in the Discord, maybe in a comment or something, but Jen is like all in on Eternal Sunshine. So this is her week.
Congratulations. It's a good deluxe. It's a good deluxe.
Is good. Hi, Olaf. Hi, Black Panther.
Hello, everyone. Don't worry. I'm posting the link to our Instagram.
Hi, Mama Steele.
Oh, my mother. Hello.
Yeah, she's here.
Hello.
Oh, goodness. How are we doing? How are we feeling?
We good.
How's everybody doing today? We want a live. Oh, so is Mike. Love the Chatty Cathy hoodie. Thank you. Yes, no, this is available on shop2gaymats.com.
Oh, hi, Mike. How you doing?
Mike.
Mike's not in bed yet? Mike's my stepdad.
Oh, your stepdad. I was like thinking Mike, your brother. I was like, isn't he on a trip? Why? I don't know.
No, my brother's back from England now.
Oh, he is back from
But Mike, my stepdad, usually goes to bed around this time.
Oh.
But hey, I'm glad he stayed up for the greatness that will be this live stream.
It will be something great. Something beautiful, as Miley would say. What a beautiful Sunday. Shh, everyone be quiet. My favorite show is on. Thank you, Isaac. Thank you. Hi, Montrez. Hi, Evie, I believe is a new, and Evie, I apologize if I'm saying your name wrong, but I believe a new patron.
Hello.
And just joined the Discord.
We love it.
Thank you. Absolutely. So thank you for being here.
I know we've gotten a lot of new Discord members.
I know. The people wanted to see our full reaction.
It's just like pushing the button that just says wave, 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 wave.
We love to wave.
And sometimes you don't know that it sends, so you hit it like 3 times.
I know.
And you end up waving at them like 3 times.
Lot.
Yeah. What if the mats got added to the government group? I mean, that could be our news bomb of the week.
I mean, it's
not. Bomb.
No, not haha bomb. Can't wait for something beautiful. Well, May 30th is not that far away.
It is. Not. Yeah.
It is.
It is not.
And Kesha announced her release date.
I know. The album's called Period.
It's called Period.
Cute.
And Abby rhymes with Chevy. Great.
Chevy.
It is Independence Day, so it's July 4th, which is going to be tough for me because I get back from a 10-day trip in France on July 3rd. So
you're going to be feeling good.
So I don't know how we're going to do that, but we'll figure it out.
I want to say the last Kesha album we reacted to a little late
because I was on a trip. She loves a summer release, and I love a summer trip.
Well, she's a summer artist. Like, she's an artist who's just like, we're partying for the summer. She has a great song called Summer on High Road.
Absolutely.
An underrated song, I think, on that album.
Faye from Eternal Sunshine Deluxe. I mean,
Dandelion.
I mean, I do also like Twilight Zone a lot.
Yes, Dandelion. The biggest reaction I had was is Twilight Zone going to be like a single or something?
That's why.
Okay, that's
that one up.
Yeah, but you should see our reaction to Dandelion.
Oh, the Queen Mariah Carey's anniversary was March 27th. Yes, happy 327. Happy anniversary to the Queen of Music herself. The whole Signal Gate debate has been a mess.
A mess.
Palmer, do you try to go overseas every year? I mean, I have been recently. Well, not overseas every time because we went to Costa Rica. But yeah, Jackson likes to see new places and see new things. And, who doesn't love to travel?
You've never been to France, have you?
I've never been to France. That's why it's going to be a fun trip. We're going to go to Paris first for a while. And it's also going to be a 40th birthday for our friend Jean. And so she is having some people come and join her in the south of France for the end of the trip.
Oh, that's fun. I didn't know Jeff and Jean were going.
Oh, yeah. No, it's their trip. We're just
be walking around just... Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. There goes the baker with his tray like always. The same old bread and most the same. Every morning just the same. Since the morning that we came. This poor provincial town. Good morning, Bill.
Oh, my. My thing about Dandelion, the use of the term baby boy in a sexy song makes me cringe. But baby boy, stay on my mind. Fulfill my fantasy.
We should just have a concert where we just sing a tiny little snippet of songs we like.
We currently get 0 viewers.
Whatever. I feel like people would enjoy this, actually.
Singing. Yeah. Palmer will be following the Dodgers this season. I'll be following via my boyfriend, who's a big Dodger fan, and I know that Shohei is doing well. Jean is in Jeannie or a different Jean. No, that's Janie you're thinking of. So this is a different Jean.
There's a Jean who's a redhead.
Do you know how many J's are in my life? Why everyone I know, their name begins with J? I don't understand.
Everyone you know?
Not everyone, but Jean, Jeff, Janie, Jackson. That's a lot of J's.
That's a lot of J's that are very important to you.
Yes. But yes, it's a lot.
I need 6 eggs. That's too expensive. expensive.
Oh, is that?
That's
yes.
We're
Michael,
just continuing the song.
Did you, Michael? I don't know if you heard that we are likely doing a live show on August 30th. That has not been fully confirmed yet.
In New York City.
It's going to be in New York City.
So who's in New York?
Who's in New York?
The tri-state area
if
here.
You are, just
raise your damn hands.
Your calendars now. It is a 95% chance.
I'd say 98. I'd say 98.
There's a
maybe 98.
tiny percent chance that this show doesn't happen, but for good reasons.
Yeah.
But yes, we'll plan on it.
Plan on a New York City show, August 30th.
Like it'll be you can put it in a pencil in your calendar, but like a dark pencil. You probably won't need to erase it.
Oh yeah.
But just in case.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll be there. Yes, Michael.
We love.
Why are we still in March? Let's get to April already. Oh, Mama Steele.
I feel like March flew the fuck by.
It was fast.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like January and February are always like slogs.
Yes.
And then March just goes boom, April goes boom, and then suddenly it's like May and then like my birthday. Like it's, I feel like the first half of the year is very weird like that, and then the second half kind of slows down a little bit.
I mean, as the closer I get to Christmas, the more I'm like, everything's moving so slowly. We're not at Christmas yet.
Yeah, why isn't Christmas happening?
Yes.
I can't wait for April 12th, 2025. It's been 20 years since emancipation.
Yes. Which is
wild. 4-year-old me was listening to We Belong Together in the car.
98% chance it
does
happen, Luna. No.
Yes.
2% chance it doesn't.
I'm
2%.
saying 1%.
I mean, I'm gonna
say 1% chance, and then another 1% that like one of us is sick or something.
if I'm sick, I'm going to get on that stage.
Oh, trust me.
Hello, welcome to Gay Mats.
You should have seen me my senior year of high school musical, Finch and How to Succeed. I had the flu, and I gave the performance of my fucking life. Okay, and I got a nose. My fever broke in the right before intermission at the Act 1 finale for the final day, and my nose started bleeding in the middle. You better believe I acted my ass off through that.
Why am I thinking of The Substance right now? Like
it kind of was.
Monstro.
I was injecting like green liquid, just like I gotta go through this.
Oh my gosh! Also, your NYC show is happening around the same time as the Mayhem tour in NYC. Hey, I mean, the Legends return to New York, where they're from.
Yes, exactly.
At the same time.
Also, if people are not in the New York area and they plan on maybe traveling for Labor Day weekend, but they don't know where they want to travel to, New York is a great place to travel Labor Day weekend because there is a show going on.
That's true.
98%.
And 98%. And also, if you, for some reason, just cannot get, for some reason, lots of reasons, you can't get to New York that weekend, there is going to be a live stream component. And a VOD component. Yeah. So if you want to actually watch the show in full. Because I think we'll have an edited version for the podcast feed, but it's going to be audio only. But this will be filmed. And it will be streamable live. So yeah, it's gonna be a moment.
Yeah.
98%.
90%. My mom says no one knew anything was wrong. You were amazing. Thank you, Mother.
Oh. Did you see that Tate said Greenlight was supposed to be the first single from her album? Strange.
Oh, interesting.
I didn't even remember that song.
It's like the second to last song, I think.
Oh.
It was good, but I would not have it be the first single. No.
Surprised 2K Mats is opening up for Gaga. Oh, I would love that.
That would be so iconic.
Absolutely. Do you think Mariah will give us unreleased tracks for the anniversary? I don't know if there are unreleased tracks. She released so many songs on the album. We have Secret Love. We have Sprung. Hi, Judy.
Hi, Judy.
Hi, Brother Jax. We love your lives every week. Oh, that's so nice.
No, Judd.
Oh,
Judd and Jax.
No, that's what I said. I said I said Judy.
You said Judy.
I'm sorry, it's Judd.
Yeah.
Judd, my brother.
It's Judy Garland.
It's Judy Garland
in the chat right now.
I don't think.
I love that. Judd and Jax.
Yes, that's beautiful. Do you think 2025 is going to be as good as 2024 was for music? Last year was really good. I mean, it's hard.
Last year was very good.
Last year there was so much heavy hitting music coming out, but I think we're going to have a good year.
I'm going to say 2025. Yes, we're just going to put that good energy out there.
I think it's going to be solid to good, which I appreciate. I'll take that.
Oh God, I really don't want to hear.
Me neither. I mean, I know I put him with an asterisk in the title, but just to discuss, guys. What an idiot. Like, what
an idiot.
What an idiot.
Judd like Oklahoma. That's what I always think of.
We're so iconic. I know. Yes. We love Judd the icons.
So far this year has been hella slow for new releases, especially in terms of mainstream. So hopefully it'll pick up. Plus 2024 is going to be hard.
Right. I mean, we got Gaga and we got this Eternal Sunshine Deluxe, which are both great.
What would you say was the best year for music in the 2020s? Would you say 2020? I
mean, it might be 2020.
2020 was
Future Nostalgia.
It was Future Nostalgia. That was, it was Gaslighter. It was Sawayama.
Oh.
I think it was just...
There was a lot of good shit.
There was a lot of good shit. I also think it was because people wanted to start like dancing again. There was Chloe and Halle.
Oh, Ungodly Hour.
Yeah, like Gaga had some like big hits in like Chromatic was it like Rain on Me and
Plastic Doll hitting my apartment.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So I think 2020 maybe, but let's try to beat that. Let's try to beat that.
Do you think it beats 2024? 2020?
I think maybe in terms of like the excitement of where music was headed.
Okay.
We were getting newer, fresher sounds maybe in 2020.
Sure.
Maybe. And 2020 also had Folklore and Evermore big hits.
Big hits.
Big hits. So successful.
Yeah.
But...
you guys come on DJ Bob for the 15th anniversary, talk about moments. Hey, let us know when it is. We'd love to. DJ Bob, hi. I Feel It on streaming services. Oh, I do too. That's a great song. When I feel it. And I mean, it's been 20 years. Hopefully she's cleared the sample or whatever the problem was, because that's a great song. But I am also glad we got to hear Joyride, which was not going to be on the Emancipation of Mimi album if When I Feel It had gotten cleared.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking Joyride like Kesha.
No, Mariah Joyride. Way up high, a joyride. Do you know that song?
No.
Oh, it's good. It comes right before Fly Like a Bird on the album.
Sorry, I don't know the album tracks on Emancipation as much as I should.
Really?
I know like Stay the Night.
Yeah.
I know Circles.
Oh. I Wish You Knew. How I wish you only knew.
No, I can't say like overly remember it. I know Your Girl.
Oh. I love Your Girl.
Yeah, Your Girl's great.
I was just talking about when I used to write Zengas, and that was like my Zenga song for a long time. You could put your song on your Zenga.
Zenga was always something I always heard people, not even heard, saw people type on the internet, and I was always like, I don't need to know what this is. Like, what is this? Is this like a live journal type thing?
It is very live journal.
Okay, what's the difference between that and live journal?
Well, Zenga was like different.
Okay, it's like when people try to describe Tumblr to me, and I'm just like, it was just a website with a bunch of GIFs on it. Like, what the fuck? Like,
it's like a personal blog. You're curating the GIFs.
I feel like it's a lot happening. I like it when a website or a social media platform is just one specific thing.
I know you've been asked this a lot, but what's your favorite song from Mayhem? I don't think they've changed. Love Drug.
Abracadabra.
And like
is Love Drug your number one now? Because bitch, that has changed.
I mean, it was up there the whole time.
Yeah, but like number one is.
I mean, I do. There are several other ones I love. I'm trying to remember. Let me look at the track list again.
Yeah,
I've been on a Mayhem break because I really played it.
I really played that shit out.
I did.
Like I've been busy this
Shadow
week.
of a Man.
Yeah, like I was about to say, it beat Shadow of a fucking Man.
Yeah, Shadow of a Man wins, but Love Drug is a close second, and we need to discuss it. Okay.
Okay. Let's discuss it.
Let's discuss it.
Close second. Mine Again is me. Mine Again is great.
It is.
Mike said good night. Okay, my stepdad's going to bed. Good night, Mike.
It also, that's a great song. And like people on the Lamb chat places at the time, like FOMM, were like, I hate how she sounds on this song. Like the vocals are too pushed, XYZ. I was like, guys, we've been begging her to belt for a good 5 years now.
Let's go.
Let her belt.
I talked with someone from the Broadway Kids and I thought of Steele. Who did you talk to, DJ Bob? Which Broadway kid? Amy Braverman?
Oh, Lord. As pop heads, are you guys planning on watching Eurovision 2025? No,
I'm sure we'll get that email.
I'm sure we will.
Just like listen to these. I would, if someone wants to send an email, one person, vote amongst yourselves.
Yes, all you Eurovision
listen to
Manta.
these. Actually, I will just make a point. I will listen to the top five, the top five placed songs. I'll do that.
I would love to make that promise. I will try to do that, but I'm not going to go to promise because
at least listen to the winner.
Eurovision's always just a hard concept for me to really get excited about, but I will try.
It's something that I could get into just because I love it when there's some sort of show and things are broken off by geography.
Yeah, that's the
like
thing.
I love a national beauty pageant like Miss America where everyone represents a certain state,
right?
And it's just like, ooh, I love Miss Montana this year. I love that kind of.
I'm not a geography
thing,
girl.
and so I wish there was a Eurovision. I know they tried it for America where
They
like
did.
every state had something, and I wish I got to see that.
I mean, it's available for you to see.
I
could
guess
see it.
I don't have time. I'm scrambling trying to think of what my giving me moments is this week. Okay,
shit, what's mine?
I know.
We'll figure it out. Did y'all see the Snow White yet? No, I don't envision I'm going to see that, but that's okay.
I hope it does well. Support your
support
your movie theaters.
Rachel
guys.
Zegler,
Yes,
talent.
love talent.
This is my brother Jax's first live stream, and he says he loves you guys already. Oh, we love Jax.
Thank you, Jax.
Also, ask him, has he seen Vanderpump Rules, and how does he feel about Jax Taylor?
Yeah, is it Jax from Vanderpump Rules.
You couldn't be named. I mean, I don't know how old you all are. You can't be named after Jax from Vanderpump Rules. No parent would be like, I want my child to be like. No offense if your mom did. Have you guys seen Ariana Grande's Twilight Zone video? Just came out 2 days ago per YouTube. Lovely song. No, we are going to watch the whole short film when I'm over at your house this Thursday.
Yeah, for Patreon.
For Patreon.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm assuming the music video for that will be a part of the short film?
Right, I imagine so.
Okay. Steele, can we know the genre of your next screenplay? Comedy. Buddy comedy. I'll say buddy comedy. I'll give you those little breadcrumbs. Okay. Buddy comedy, gay, obviously.
Come on. Spoiler. It's very good.
What if? I mean, you read the first draft, and it's so much better than that first draft. I want to read it now.
I love the first draft.
All right, I'll send you the most recent draft.
I want to see the new one.
Ooh, I got it down to 110 pages.
What was it before?
Like 117.
Okay, all right, that's amazing.
But it's been at 117, or it's wavered between like 114 to 117 for the last like 4 years. And I've been like, could I possibly get it down to 110? Could I possibly? And I finally did in this most recent draft.
Yes.
Thank you. It was
good for you.
So hard. You know, I struggle to whittle down.
Right. Also, I think literally everyone in the chat can agree that Gal Gadot cannot act to save her life. I think I've only seen Wonder Woman 2.
I've never seen her in anything.
Well, I saw that Imagine sing-along video. I don't know if that counts as like cinematic work.
I mean, that's,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a classic. Yeah. That's cinema right there.
Palmer, you should give Amy Poehler's podcast a listen. She's hilarious. Oh, I listened to the Tina Fey Amy Poehler podcast as soon as I could.
Yeah, if there's one thing you're going to listen to, it's that.
Especially because I just rewatched 30 Rock and I'm like, fuck, I love her.
FKA Twigs had to cancel the first half of her American tour because her team didn't get her visa.
Oh, come on, guys. Oh. How can I be involved, Steele? I want to submit a self-tape.
Gay comedy body horror. Well, I need money.
If you'd like to send Matt Steele money.
If you'd like to send me about $3 million, I could do it for $3 million.
Or if just become a patron. If you become a patron and just give us $6 million, we'll split it. Then
we'll split it. And $3. Exactly.
Everybody wins. Don't mind the video. Gal Gadot did Fast and the Furious. I saw that. Did not see that. I need you to give me the stone. What happened to her?
Oh, I think that's a line from Wonder Woman.
Oh. Or maybe the second.
Someone to Call My Lover was Janet's last Billboard Top 10.
And what a great song it is. I'm so glad it's going viral on TikTok right now. I don't know why exactly it is, but I am glad it's happening because I've always loved that song.
All right.
Thought it deserved so much more. And enough champagne. Splash to feel denial.
Is that another Gal Gadot?
I think we're doing Gal Gadot.
Is it Gal Gadot or Gal Gadot?
Never going to know that.
Okay.
I'd love if someone told me, but what songs are you sick of hearing? Well, we luckily are very good at avoiding songs we don't care about. Like you guys were talking about being sick of the bar song. We don't listen to it. We never hear it.
The thing is, I guess people hear songs in the ether on TikTok these days.
Right. And maybe people are listening to the radio or listening to Spotify mixes or something.
I know so many of the kids I know are just like, I can't believe this song is like on this mix or this version is on this mix and I don't like it. And I'm just like, well, is it a mix you curated? And they're like, no. And I'm like, then why are you listening to it? Like, why would you create...
It's one of those things. I think we grew up in making mix CDs and ourselves. And so the idea of someone else curating or an AI just putting songs back to back on shuffle like that, I can't wrap my head around that. Sure. I need things to be in order. Yeah. Whether it's on the album or in order that I have curated myself.
We need the journey.
You
create your own journey.
Absolutely.
Guys. Yeah. I need some of Janet's non-singles and later discography to go viral.
Ooh, I mean, if anything on Unbreakable went viral because Unbreakable is a great album that people did not give enough.
People literally get everything to TikTok nowadays.
That's true.
And that's why I don't get sick of songs.
Because you're not on TikTok.
I don't know how people do it. It's been around for years and I'm still just like, you're all crazy.
It's also is it going to get shut down on April 5th? Are we just ignoring what's going on with all of that? Is that just not a thing anymore? I don't get it.
I like a bar song, but I don't like it so much that I want to keep hearing it.
Fair. I mean, it's been top 10 for so long.
Yeah. Used to burn CDs on the family computer.
Yeah.
What's one Beyonce and Ariana song you wish would have been a single?
I wish End of Time had been a single, like a real single.
I can't believe that wasn't a single.
It's wild.
It's crazy because that's a song that I would hear around all the time.
And Ariana, I'm trying to think if she has a non-single. I mean, there was some, I think Bad Idea on Thank You Next. I thought could have been a hit.
Bad Idea is great, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I think Ariana's picked
she's generally picked good
right
singles,
I would say.
But like Bloodline, NASA, and Needy.
Oh, NASA! I love NASA. So to me, NASA's like in my top 5 favorite Ariana songs.
Wow.
I won't say top 5 best, but like because it's not like it's the most like impressively written song. But I love NASA.
Yeah.
Never skip it. I always have a great time when it's on.
I mean, it's a great song.
It's really great.
It's a great song. I think Get Me Body should have been released earlier on in the B-Day era. It was released as a single, but it was like the 5th or something.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's crazy. And it should also be the first track on B-Day.
Yes. I like Deja Vu as the first track more than you do, but it would be a great first track. Did the Eternal Sunshine Deluxe elevate it for you? Maybe.
Elevate what? The whole album?
Just elevate the album.
I don't think the album needs to be elevated.
I think
I was happy with it.
I was happy to hear the deluxe tracks and how good they were.
Yeah,
it didn't feel like we've just tacked on new stuff for no reason.
All Up in Your Mind, Justice, classic.
We're all up in your mind,
love
people.
All Up in Your Mind. When I found out people didn't like it, I was like, stop.
It's great when people are like, "That's the worst song."
It's
on
like,
the album.
stop.
What?
Stop.
What are you talking about?
Please.
Speaking of, what that good? I was thinking about because I think it was Joe in the chat, Capybara in the Discord chat, was talking about like these are good ideas for brackets y'all should do, and one of them was like best last songs on albums.
And that's great.
A, that's really good. We should do that.
Yeah.
B, Summer Renaissance would need to be discussed.
Oh, yes. Yes.
What a song.
And what a fantastic ending to that album.
Yes.
Big Brother season 24, with the Summer Renaissance came out, Taylor Hale, she told the people, because before you go on the show, you say like, if I win head of household, this is a list of albums that I want to be my gift. Because when you win head of household, you get music. She's like, I want whatever, if Beyonce releases something, I want whatever that is she released.
Wow, good for her.
And so they gave her Renaissance because it had come out. And she said, and it comes to you on an iPod. Because you don't have like internet or anything. And so she said that an intern must have been listening to it or something, like because it started with Summer Renaissance.
Oh, weird.
So she's like, so for the longest time, I thought Summer Renaissance was the first track on the album and not the last.
Oh, I mean, is it worth? I mean, I kind of want to talk about because there's a rumored season 4 cast rolling around for Traitors.
Oh, why not?
Why not? It's fun to talk about rumors.
It's fun to talk about it. Okay, my story was really long and I missed a lot of what y'all were saying. So,
but
just know I love you. Love you.
I didn't have TikTok because of the Chinese spy thing. Trump wanted to cancel it, but then he flipped. When the guy who owns 50% of TikTok, blah, blah, blah. Do you guys love Mariah Carey? Mariah Carey's I Stay in Love dance mix. I don't know if there's an I Stay in Love dance mix I love, but I have always loved I Stay in Love.
Yeah.
Great song.
Is Imperfect for you still a skip for you?
Absolutely. I was listening back to the album and being like, oh, now I'm going to listen to the whole thing in deluxe. As soon as I Wish I Hated You ended and I heard that like, I was like, oh.
I think it's nice and cool. I like it.
Perfect for you. And the Nona song. I'm so happy Nona's on record. But like, I don't need Ordinary Things either.
Mariah had a lot of missed singles from a lot of her albums, especially Charm Bracelet and Memoirs.
There are some, like Ribbon, I can't believe wasn't a single.
Yeah.
I'm glad Hate You was, but again, it seemed a little...
E=MC² has a lot of missed opportunities.
I mean, we talk every week about how Migrate would have been a giant hit in 2008.
Because those songs are just like fun pop songs.
Yes.
That
Cruise Control is so great.
I know.
Shake It Off on Steroids? Yes, please.
Migrate.
Always
Be My Dance. Always Be My Baby dance mix is fire.
Wow. Imperfect for you.
Imperfect for you.
Ooh, I don't even remember that melody because it's been probably a year since I listened to that song in full.
Oh, come on. Just give it another chance.
I've given all I can to that song.
You've given yourself. You've given everything you can.
I absolutely have.
You're so brave. God.
Oh, guys. Migrate wasn't a single. Isn't that crazy? It was not a single, no. The singles off MC² were Touch My Body, good choice.
Yeah.
Bye Bye, bad choice. I'll Be Loving You Long Time, good choice, but too late. Like, we're months out. She's married to Nick Cannon. She stopped doing promo. And then I Stay in Love. Good choice, too late.
Sure. Me, I Am Mariah could have been much bigger. I'm so mad at the long delay there was for it.
If she had, instead of like, because she was going to put it out after Beautiful, but then was like, oh, I want to do a couple more songs. And the songs are fine. It's like the One More Try cover and Heavenly. Mm-hmm. But like, we could have lived without him. Like, if you would put that, it'd be like, next single, off the strength of Beautiful and American Idol is You Don't Know What to Do.
Yeah, what a fun song.
Especially in 2013, in the year of fucking, funky bass lines and the Robin Thicke's of it all. Like,
you know what I was thinking about?
What?
Because it popped up on a playlist at work.
Yes.
Remember that song Blurred Lines?
Yes, that's what I'm referring to. Yes.
Yeah, because but I just remember sitting there, I was listening to it and I was just like, I have not heard this song in so long. I feel like no one talks about it anymore. And it was massive hit. And it's so emblematic of that era.
Yes.
Down to like the font in the music video. That font.
Right.
It was in every video. But I feel like no one talks about Blurred Lines anymore.
I think because Robin Thicke, like...
Sure.
Remember that thing? Who was his wife at the time? Paula
Patton.
He named that album Paula, trying to get... Like, he went off the deep end. Mm-hmm. Also, I think the Marvin Gaye suit of it all, even though, like, I honestly don't think that they should have won any money. But he just said, like, oh, we were inspired by this Marvin Gaye song or whatever. I think it kind of just, like... messed all that up, and like Miley twerking on him. It's just like looking back, and I think maybe some of the women in the video said they were not treated well on set,
and also just the content of the song itself is just a little like
absolutely.
And also I think it was the start of vibiness because it's not like the melody. No, it's the star here, and that's why when it was a hit, I was like, I'm confused as to why this is a hit because I was just like, I can't sing this back really.
Yes,
it's more of just like the production. I'm kind of just like, cool. And I'm wondering if that's like the beginning of we do vibes now and get hits from that.
I mean, I miss, but now we're back to songs. So we had a long stretch.
Sure.
Did you both listen to Jessie J's last project from like 2017? It was an R&B album. It was truly spectacular, underrated. No, I've not listened to it, but I always thought she was a great vocalist.
Oh, fantastic vocalist. Yeah.
Who You Are. Yeah. That vocal performance. I mean, people give her shit because, she's like, no. Like, she does tend to sing a lot.
Who doesn't? If you got it, sing it. If you have a lot, sing a lot.
Just like we were listening to, I had some friends over on Friday or something. And we were listening to Christina, and our friend Joe was like, she's just like, I don't know why everything has to be a run. Like, I can't even hear the melody. I was like, because it's fun, and she can.
Fun because it's fucking fun.
And she can. And also, we were listening to Stripped. It's like, what album is fucking excellent?
Sure.
Top to goddamn bottom. Sure. Stripped.
Let her run during.
Let her run.
Okay. I'm watching the new Apple TV show called The Studio. It's so good. Is The Studio kind of like The Franchise? Because I know there's a TV show called The Franchise, which my friend Cecilia, she and I like watched 2 episodes while she was in town like a few months ago. She was very much a big fan of, and I'm seeing stuff about The Studio, and I'm like, this feels like an American version of this because the franchise I think is British.
Is it about like TV executives and stuff?
Well, the franchise is about they're trying to make a movie, but it's like IP material, like it's like superhero material and everything. So it's all of them maybe it's a TV show they're trying to make. I forget. But it's like them trying to deal with the IP material of it all and trying to get it made and all the changes that happen last minute.
Right.
So I'm wondering if The Studio, and it kind of seems like similar in style to the clips I've seen from The Studio.
I hear The Studio is great. I'm probably gonna end up watching it at some point. I feel like I'm behind on my shows because Jackson has some friends in town, and so I don't want to like make them watch Summer House, but I'm an episode behind. They hear the last episode's amazing.
No, because the franchise is bad and The Studio is amazing. Wow. I actually quite liked the first 2 episodes of the franchise I saw. They were directed by not Steven Soderbergh. They were directed Sam Mendes. They were directed by Sam Mendes.
You mean Shawn Mendes?
Not quite. Steele, have any early Oscar contenders dropped yet? Wicked. The trailer for Paul Thomas Anderson's next movie has dropped. So if that's good, which I'm sure it will be, he has like never made a movie that people thought was bad. Then I could see this being his year to finally like have win an Oscar, because Paul Thomas Anderson has never won an Oscar.
Really? That's surprising to me.
Yeah. So
I think someone kept asking if we'd seen there's like an AI video of How Bad Do You Want Me with Gaga and Taylor in it. Someone sent it to us on Instagram, and I told them, thanks for sending, like, this is awful. It's not like it's bad, like it's well done, but it's just like gross. It's like Uncanny Valley kind of shit.
Sure, of
and
course.
It's like also just like AI slop. Sometimes you get it, and it's like, this looks, like no, I would never be like, oh my god, they made a video. It just looks like shit. But I hope it's fun for people.
Sure. The franchise is like people trying to make a Marvel type movie versus the studio being Seth Rogen playing a studio head.
Okay.
Sure. I imagine they have same issues that they deal with.
SOS by SZA is still top 5 after 119 weeks. That's wild.
Wow.
I mean, she put out a deluxe, but not that recently. Like, it's been months.
I'm so ready for the materialists. I'm excited for that.
What's the materialists?
Celine's Song's next movie. Celine's Song she did Past Lives.
Yes.
She in June, I think, or July, maybe June. There's going to be a rom-com that or a romantic drama, that she's putting out with Dakota Johnson and Pedro Pascal.
Oh, we love that.
Chris Evans, I believe. Just learned Paul Thomas Anderson has been with Maya Rudolph since 2001.
Wow.
Yeah. I saw them out to lunch one day, them and their kids, at the Vietnamese place I go quite often.
That's not the same place you saw Blue Ivy, is it?
No, but same street. Same street.
I love that.
The ultimate bracket idea is the bracket of each artist's best song.
Well, that's be hard. We'd have to like do brackets for each of those artists to see what lands.
We would argue over what.
Absolutely.
Maybe
one day we'll get there.
Yeah. Maybe each artist's longest running number one.
It could be, but I guess we're now all I want for Christmas is you because it's like I don't want to talk about One Sweet Day. People always get mad when I do, but it's true. Gotta be honest.
You know.
Okay, should we get started?
Sure.
Recording the pod.
I mean, let's go.
Okay, let's do it. Hello.
Hey, girls. What's going on?
I can't believe we're about to end March and get into the best the best month of the year besides December.
And the best year of our lives. We're just going to say it. We're just going to manifest it.
It's good to manifest, and I believe that for us, but most certainly April is coming up. I was born in April. My birthday's going to be at the end of the month. So it's like, it feels like the next month is really just like lead up to my birthday. How are you celebrating the lead up to my birthday?
By not giving a fuck.
Wow.
Listen, I love you, but let's talk about the lead up to my birthday.
We're months away.
In June.
We're months away.
Okay, not that many months.
We're closer to mine.
Okay, but like mine's like bigger.
It's not.
Mine's bigger.
It's not.
It is. I mean, not bigger in the sense that because you're older. Your number will be bigger than mine.
And my party will be better than whatever you throw.
Oh, I'm not throwing shit. Get out of here. You know what? For my birthday, I love to just sit by myself and do nothing.
We're having a Traitors party. The ideas are flowing.
Oh, fuck yes. Okay, let's go.
People are going to be furious.
I know. Oh, I'm going to be the first one to get banished. I know it. I always am.
What can you do? Okay, let me put in that. Oh, and I meant to bring a piece of paper for the white balance, but you have white on your shirt. I'll just use that.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Late April is going to be fire because Palmer and I are going to celebrate our birthdays.
Oh my God, it's Jonathan's birthday today. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Jonathan.
Happy birthday, Jonathan.
That's so exciting.
We love.
Luna can't believe you saw Blue Ivy. Steele's actually...
And Tina.
Steele's is actually a holiday. It's true, but it's a holiday for me. So both days are kind of about me.
So it's an exciting day for both of us.
It is. All right. Okay, do you want to start?
Oh, no, you please.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Two Gay Matts, the podcast. It's Matt Palmer.
And it's Matt Steele.
And we are back again another week. And Matt Steele.
Oh, yeah.
I have a question for you.
Oh, please, God, ask me.
How was your week?
It was really fucking good.
Oh, good.
It was a great week. I did a lot. I had a lot of fun. I very much did an LA thing. On like Wednesday, I went with my friend Jeremy to see a live taping of a show, which I have not done in so long.
Wow.
Which I always like forget you can do like for free if you just like sign up for tickets.
Yes.
It's like always so available to you when you live in Los Angeles,
right.
And you never really think to do it on like a day that you have free. So Wednesday, I saw a live taping of the Jennifer Hudson show.
Ooh.
It is my 4th time being in the same room as Jennifer Hudson.
Really? What are the other 3 times?
Well, twice she came to my restaurant.
Oh, yes.
Remember the first time she came to my restaurant, she sat like in my section. Well, she sat in my section both times.
Yes.
But the first time she sat in my section, I was like freaking out. And I was just like, oh my God, it's Jennifer Hudson. And my like straight coworkers didn't believe me. And I was like, are you not looking at her?
Didn't believe it was her? Or
yeah, they were like, are you sure? And I'm like,
oh, come on.
Yes, I know what Jennifer Hudson fucking looks like.
Right.
And it was literally like, this was early 2019. And when I tell you, it took every fiber of my being to not ask her how the Cats movie was going at this time.
I'm glad you didn't.
I know.
Like,
and also she got an order of hot wings and ice cream. And then 2 days later sang at the Oscars and sounded incredible. And I remember thinking, how do you sound that good if you just had like a couple days prior hot wings and ice cream?
She's magic.
How is your acid reflux not going insane? Whatever. She is not human with those vocals. But And then I saw her again at the restaurant, and then I saw her at the grocery store once.
Did you say something to her that first time? Were you like, I love you or anything?
I mean, no, I was, a professional server. I should have asked her how Cats was going. But anyway, so we saw the live taping of the Jennifer Hudson show, and this is an episode that's actually going to air May 6th, I believe.
Okay.
So no spoilers.
Okay.
So you might see me in the audience. I was front row.
Oh!
I was front row, and I was dancing and snapping with all the ladies behind me and everything.
Someone make a gif of Matt Steele dancing.
I know, because if there's one thing Matt Steele hates to do, it is be forced to dance. There is no feeling I hate more on this earth. But I was like, you know what? I'm having a good time, and I gotta make the show. I can't just be standing there like a lump on a log for the show. I gotta help production out, be energized and excited. I want Jennifer Hudson's show to be a success.
Of course.
So I had a very good time with that. And honestly, because when you're in an audience for a show, you have to clap until your hands are blue.
Oh.
And you don't realize until you're there as an audience member for one of these things how often you have to clap in random moments. She had an actor, I won't spoil, I guess, say a previous movie they were in an interview, and immediately you had to applaud. So it's every 5 seconds you're applauding for something. And I just realized, oh my God, if I want to look enthusiastic on screen, I have to really be shouting something I believe in. So just know, whenever we had to cheer, and you see the audience cheering, I'm always constantly screaming over and over again, justice for cats, justice for cats. Wow. I love cats. Wow. So that is the subtext of all my clapping. If you see me there.
So glad they didn't get audio of you saying that.
Justice for cats.
There wasn't a discussion with you about this, because I can't stand behind that thought, feeling. I've never been more upset leaving a theater than Cats. It is
what a great time. I saw it twice.
It is nightmare fuel, but I'm glad it has its fan.
So if you watch May 6th and you hear a faint justice for cats in the background, just know it could be someone else, but it's probably me.
It's definitely.
I had a really good time. Ate a lot of really great restaurants this week. I just felt very LA this week. I did a lot of LA things. Went to Venice Beach. Went to Santa Monica. I haven't been there in a while, and so it was just a really good time.
I love that.
What did you do, Matt Palmer?
This week, I don't think I did anything too insanely crazy, but Jackson has some friends in town who are writer buddies of his, because it is AWP, which is the Association for Writers and Writers Programs. I looked it up before this so I could know what that meant.
Good.
And even though they didn't actually go to the conference, there are kind of offshoot events that happen around the conference. And so they went to some of those. We went to a poetry reading at my first poetry.
Oh,
I
snaps.
know.
Snaps for that.
It was very snaps. And it's at this place, a bar that's close by that we went to. And so it was I was okay, I'm ready to be it's poetry. I have to be austere. I have to be a real person.
Oh, yes.
How would Viola Davis enter this bar?
Sure.
We go in. Music's blasting.
Oh,
who wants a drink? Got free tacos. It's very, very that. So it's very much in
more
LA.
Like deaf poetry jam. It's just we're gonna be big.
It kind of, but then the poems were A, very sexual, but B, very in slow. The poetry was not matching the vibe that was set. But it's it's Friday. We're all having a good time.
Sure. I'll never forget going to a poetry reading. It was my first week in New York City when I was a student at NYU.
Yes.
And people were just let's go to this poetry reading. And it's welcome week in a college. So you're saying yes to literally everything.
Yes.
And so I just remember going in and just seeing a bunch of hipsters in New York just bouncing their heads as they're listening to this poetry and just going, yes. Yeah, it's yes, yes. And I just remember being yes. Yeah, being I'm not sure what they're saying, but yes. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, what else did you do?
Well, then also yesterday I went to get dinner with my friend Sarah and her baby Owen. And so that was very fun. And I've been catching up on Southern Hospitality. I'm not fully caught up, but I do have one piece of news that I think I'm ready to share with the class this week.
Oh, no, guys.
Not bad news. Good news. We love everyone. It's good news. I don't know why I'm breaking.
Why are you
because you made it sound scary.
I know, but that's just because I'm an expressive person.
You're expressive, and I know
evocative.
Some people who watch this show are probably going to be oh, things are going to change, because sometimes things change, and that's okay. Mm-hmm. I am here to announce that I will be moving from my current apartment. Jackson and I have found a different place to live that is close. It is a 10, 15-minute drive from where we currently live, so it's not that big of a change.
I will say a little further from where I live. I will say.
Yes, but I drove to your house from that house when we were house sitting.
And it was okay.
And it was fine. It was the same amount of time.
I'm just saying, he's going to be making me take the 2. And when I tell you no one takes the 2, nobody takes the 2.
Hey. It happens. So essentially, in a couple, like mid-May, the background you see here, if you're watching this video, is not going to be the same. I'm going to try to find, some peel and stick wallpaper that doesn't need to be similar, but like something that gives a happy, bright vibe, But yeah, so basically, long story short, Jackson's brother has a house that he purchased, but they have now moved to Ohio. His sister was living there for a while, and the sister has now found a house of their own that they've bought, and so Jackson and I will be moving into said house. I have not lived in a house, a freestanding house, since we first lived together in a house with two other people. So it was a house of 4 of us.
Sometimes 3 other people.
Sometimes 2 other people.
Because Gwen,
yes.
So our one roommate got engaged.
Yes.
His fiance came in and we all had a great time.
We had a great time, but it's like, that's a lot of people in one kitchen, And
sure,
this will be, we have 2 bathrooms now instead of just the one, and that's exciting.
That's
we have
nice.
Front yard, a backyard moment. We have in-unit laundry.
Oh.
Like it's one of those things where it's like, I have been dreaming of this moment for such a long time. Like, I'm just so sick of like having to go to whatever my banker is and get quarters every 5 minutes, just rolls and rolls and rolls. Because the thing is,
yours doesn't like use an app or something like that.
Oh no, because we had the app at the place you're in now. I don't have an app, and so I'm just feeding the meter.
Sometimes the app though doesn't. Sometimes because it's hard to get service in my laundry room, and sometimes the app just like doesn't pop up, and I'm like, God damn it!
I remember that.
Yeah.
And when those would break, you were truly shit out of luck for such a long time.
Yeah.
So yes, it is going to be great, and it's just going to be a little bit more space, but like a lot more outdoor space. And the last tenants there had a dog, and the tenants before that, the owners have children. Jackson and I just have each other.
You just have your gay old selves.
We have our gay old
selves.
selves.
Have nothing.
We have
gays have no responsibilities.
Not one.
Okay, and that's what's great about being homosexual.
And so we will be stretching out and like making a nice home for ourselves. And like it's hard because it's like just because we're going there and like it feels like kind of sudden, and like I really like the neighborhood we are in currently.
It's lovely, and your apartment's lovely.
The apartment's very good, but it's like if you were to make a pro and con list, the pros of moving to the new place are very high. So they would be much longer than the cons, but like I will miss it sentimentally.
Of course, and God knows nobody wants to pack their shit up and move. I'm so sorry. You're going to be stressed for a little bit.
I will, especially because it's like around Beyonce, around my birthday.
It's around Beyonce.
It's around Beyonce concert. It's around my birthday.
But you will have earned that birthday at this point, because you will have done a lot of work to get to the end of April.
That's true, but I mean, we're not moving May 1st. We're moving like more mid-May. But whatever.
Oh, whatever. Okay, never mind.
But we're going to hire movers, of course, because
you're an adult.
Because I'm an adult.
Yes.
And it'll be fine. It's going to be good. But the move is a big change for us.
Of course.
And
wow, and you're going to have a little house.
A
house of your own. A brick residence, adjoining palace, according to agreement, etc., etc., etc.
What musical is this from?
The King and I.
Okay.
And the fact that we have not sat down and watched The King and I together or listened to one of the cast recordings it shows that I failed as a 2-gay Matt.
And it's too bad we don't accept patron requests of letter long form anymore. Because I guess we never will.
All right.
The only other thing I started to do this weekend was I was mentioning in the intro that we are going to have a Traitors birthday party for me. And so even though I will be playing the game, Jackson will be playing Alan Cumming.
Okay.
But I was thinking about like how this could go. Like, because it's like, you don't want it just to be like, oh, we're just going to essentially play Mafia. So there are going to be little challenges, much like the television show. There will be shields to be won.
Okay.
There will be, ways to discuss. And I'm trying to figure out how to make it so that once you get banished or murdered, you're still able to play a little bit. Like, I don't want you just sitting in the corner, like, waiting for the rounds
sitting
to
in
happen.
the other room.
No, they don't need to sit.
I think that's kind of fun. They have to sit in the second bathroom.
No, everyone's going to be having fun and enjoying themselves. But I came up with a lot of ideas of games, even though I don't know exactly how he's going to do these games. This is not cheating on my part. Mm-hmm. I'm just helping to plan as much as I can. I think it's going to be a fun part.
How are the Traitors being chosen? Are they being chosen by Jackson, or is it just going to be random draw?
Jackson's going to choose, and he's going to send, after he gets official RSVPs from people, much like Alan Cumming, he's going to just email everyone and be like, tell me if in your ideal world, would you rather be a faithful or a traitor, and why? Okay. And so he's going to decide. I assume there'll be more than enough people to say they're going to be traitors, but even if there aren't, he's going to make the choices, and people are going to get tapped. And Yeah, I'm excited, and I hope you don't get voted off first.
Thank you.
But it is an option, and if people try to vote me off, I'm like, it's my fucking birthday.
I like you will not be furious and go to bed immediately if you get voted off.
I will be so. But it's also like, what if I'm a faithful and then the traitors kill me first? I'm like, you bitches.
Sure, but the problem is, like, it's your birthday, so you're the star. You should be a traitor. It's like you're the Boston Rob.
I feel like people listening to this are going to be at the party, but I'm in response to that email. I don't want to be a traitor.
Oh, you don't want to be a traitor. But then will Jackson be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to fucking make him a traitor.
That's the thing. I don't know what he's going to do. But for me, I feel like it's too much pressure. Like, I'm very much like, I could do well in this lie if it was like for 10 minutes. But like, this is going to be an hours-long party. Like, there are going to be, 20 minutes in between rounds so we can all just chit-chat and like suss each other out, really. Sure. But like chit-chat to have some drinks, whatever, have some snacks. If it was up to me, I would not be a traitor, but we'll see. It's not up to you. It's up to God. Jackson. The party is taking shape, and I'm glad to have gotten the ball rolling because Sarah was basically like, "Oh, so how have you gotten far in planning that party?" I was like, "No." And so this morning I started like jotting down some ideas. It's gonna be fun. Okay. Spoiler: it's gonna be fun.
It better be fun.
It's gonna be fun
because I'm gonna be there, and I don't want to not have fun.
You will have fun.
Will there be food? Will there be good food?
There will, of course, be food.
All right.
Yeah. It's gonna be good. Whatever.
You better fucking promise me there's gonna be food.
There's gonna be food. It's gonna be like an hours long party, probably over dinner. So there's gonna probably be like pizzas and stuff. Like it'll be good.
All right, good.
Should we jump into the news for idiots?
Let's go.
Let's do it. Okay. I just have to say, and I realized that recently someone in the chat or in a comment said something about, I love that you guys haven't been talking about politics because I need this to be my escape. And like, I love that. And we're gonna stick to that for 90% of the time. But when something this fucking idiotic happens and this administration shows exactly who we always told y'all they were, I need us all to discuss, because I assume if you're listening to this, you're on the right side of history. And if you're not, know what you voted for. And this is what you voted for. Jeff Goldberg, editor-in-chief of The Atlantic, was added to a Signal chat and saw top secret war plans. So in today's news, Jeff Goldberg's latest piece for The Atlantic recounts the U.S. military bombing on March 15th. For the rest of the world, it started before 2 p.m. Eastern when the first bomb started falling. For Goldberg, it started with the Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, texting him top secret war plans at 11:44 a.m. I assume you've heard this story already, but the fact that people were going in on Hillary Clinton with that but her emails bullshit, and you're going to vote in all of these people who don't have no idea what they're doing, like dispensing the most private of information, like literal
via text message,
via signals. Like I can't imagine the fact that your whole platform is like, oh, well, DEI, diversity, and what is it?
Equity.
Equity. I was like, it's not exclusion, it's inclusion. Equity and inclusion. That is like making people who are unqualified rise to the top. You think Pete Hegseth is qualified? He's doing this dumb shit. JD Vance on this text chain. No one's going to jump in and be like, hey, this is not...
what's this number?
What's this number?
Also, like, this shouldn't be done via text message. Right. But also, what's this number? And God bless... What's his name? Jeff Goldberg, the journalist?
Jeff Goldberg.
God bless Jeff Goldberg, because he's just like, just reporting on this is what happened. I will absolutely not... reveal like the things that I should not be revealing.
Right. I mean,
showing a sense of responsibility.
He did eventually.
I mean,
share the text. But after you saw those motherfuckers lying under oath, saying that there was nothing top secret in these text messages, it's like, oh, so you're all a bunch of liars and incredibly inept, and this is what we voted for. This administration is raising the dumbest people to lead our fucking country. Do you feel safe here? Because I certainly don't.
I mean, the thing is that we often forget sometimes is not only is this administration full of crazy people as well, some fascist people as well, but also fucking idiots. Like complete idiots who are just completely not qualified. Like Pete Hegseth, especially, like everyone knew so unqualified for this job. And it hasn't even been 3 months. I'm trying to do month math in my head.
Month math.
It had just crossed 2 months. It just crossed 2 months and we're already here.
I know.
Absolutely insane. And the thing is now there's dumber people in the administration now, because at least like however many years ago, like 4+ years ago when it was Trump's first term and everything, he at least had like Republicans in there who were kind of just like, okay, this guy's crazy, but like I'm gonna try to reel him in. I'm gonna do that. At least like there were people who were willing, who like knew essentially like kind of what they were doing somewhat, like would go in there and do it. But now those people who have brains are just like, I don't want to be a part of this.
Right.
This is like, because this is such a clusterfuck. So he can't find anyone now except for these people who are so inept.
Yes.
So this second term is already such a disaster, and it's so new.
It's so new.
It's so new, but yet it feels so old.
It does. And to me, it's like, how could you even take this administration seriously on anything they're saying about like, oh, these people aren't qualified XYZ after this? And the fact that no one has been fired yet.
I know.
Like, if this happened while a Democrat was president, they would want...
They would resign.
They'd resign immediately. And also the Republicans would hold it over our heads forever.
Yeah, it's just like when the assassination attempt happened last year, the head of the FBI, the head of whoever, she was just like, you know what? The buck stops with me. I am going to resign.
Right.
Like, and that, because that's like taking responsibility and accountability for like even if it wasn't necessarily even like her fault.
Right.
Like she was just like, it is my job for it to be my fault, and therefore I will resign. I can't believe he has not resigned. I can't believe it. I can believe it, sadly, but. Ooh.
And the fact that Trump is going with the like, oh, this is all a witch hunt thing. It's like, babe, we have the screenshots. We know what happened. And just the Tulsi Gabbard, like in front of that like fucking
court.
Idiot.
And I forget which senator was just like, so, and Tulsi Gabbard's like, none of this material that was shared was classified. And I forget who it was, which I think was a congressperson, was just like, okay, well then what was it? Tell us.
Yeah.
Tell everyone here. And she was just silent. And it's like, yeah.
Yeah, you can't because it was classified.
Because it was fucking classified.
And you're lying under oath. Is nothing going to happen to these people?
I don't know.
I want them all in jail.
Oh no, I'm exhausted.
I'm exhausted.
God.
I just needed to get that off my chest because we tried to tell you. We tried to tell you. We sat up here in our Kamala.
A lot of people tried to tell.
They did. And we sat up here in our Kamala shirts and sweaters, and some people would rather listen to the Joe Rogans of the world. And look where we've gotten to 2 months into this presidency.
Okay.
In happier news, Miley Cyrus is coming back officially, and she announced her upcoming visual album, Something Beautiful, which is going to be released on May 30th, 2025. It has 13 tracks. There is an album trailer that was released that I didn't watch because I think we're going to watch the visual album together.
I don't want to be spoiled.
Right, we don't want to be spoiled. But I just am excited that she is back. I'm excited that she's doing a visual album. I mentioned this in our Ariana Grande video, but like the art of the visual album, the visual EP, has been a bit pushed by the wayside. Beyonce ushered it in, and she somehow ushered it out. So I'm glad Ariana, and with her short film, and Miley with Something Beautiful, are bringing that back, because I just think there's so few things in life that make music feel like an event. Mm-hmm. And when it's like, all of my senses are being affected by this artistic statement, and that's what visual albums do, I feel like that always is going to get a big response from me. Sure. And so I hope I like the music. I'm sure I'll like the visuals. And I'm just excited that she's doing something so exciting and so, I don't know, broad. After her big hit with Flowers, she could just be like, okay, I'm just gonna be chasing hits and like trying to get number ones or whatever. But she's like, no, I have an artistic statement to make.
She's now a Record of the Year winner. She's like, I now have the clout behind me for people to like invest money in this.
Yes.
And for like me to also invest money like in this very, very big project. I think it's time. Like I think she really got a boost of confidence from Flowers, and not there's obviously the boost of confidence she got around Bangers, where she was just like, I'm now like edgy and I'm really expressing myself and all that stuff, where she just felt free to go out and just make a splash and all that stuff. But now I feel like she has the boost of confidence in sort of like as an artist, like where she's just like, people now really, really respect me as I'm not just like Miley Cyrus. Oh, Miley Cyrus is now an adult artist now. It's just like, oh no, now Miley Cyrus is like she's like working her way up to like icon and status. I mean, really, really successful, critically acclaimed artist. And so I feel like good for her. She's really pushing forward.
Absolutely she is.
And I'm also excited about this because the Miley stans, they love content about Miley. I'm saying this as a two gay man who benefits from that.
Well, good.
They always love our Miley videos.
They do. The Miley videos, the Smilers, I think they're called. The
Smilers.
I need a whole list of what all of the stan names are these days.
We should have a bracket video for stan names.
Oh, Ariana Nader's out first.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. R.I.P. But yeah, I am excited about that, and I'm excited to watch the Brighter Days Ahead short film, which again, I'm confused if it just features the new deluxe tracks Ariana added to Eternal Sunshine, because I think I did accidentally see a brief clip of her singing the title track, singing Eternal Sunshine on like a little drum machine while she was performing. It was very like Imogen Heap in that way.
Okay.
So I'm excited to see whatever that 26 minutes on her YouTube is. That short film, I'm sure, is lovely as well. I hate that the theme of this podcast is like men who are fucking awful.
Oh, well, I mean, that's been a theme.
It is, but like we've been trying to ignore them and just focus on the ladies we love.
Sure.
But
sometimes the men who are awful, the women like find their strength in persevering past the men who are awful.
Yes, and that's what we're all going to try to do today.
Yeah.
The second awful man. Well, there were several awful men in the administration that were mentioned, but the second story about an awful man being mentioned, Morgan Wallen, was for whatever reason the musical guest on SNL, which, by the way, seems like your first mistake. Whoever's booking SNL, it seems like we don't need this man who's like publicly racist on this platform. But then at the final shot, Mikey Madison, who was the host that week, like gave her goodbyes. And as you know, if you've ever watched SNL in the past 50 years it's been on, they do that. They wave the credits roll. People start hugging each other, whatever.
Congratulations on a successful show. We worked hard on this. High five. Can't wait to take a break tomorrow.
Instead of that, Mr. Wallen decided to abruptly leave the stage, walking directly to camera, not hugging or engaging with anyone on stage, be it the cast members or Mikey Madsen.
I think he gave Mikey Madsen a one-arm hug.
Oh, he did a one-arm hug with her?
It was a quick one-arm hug. The fact that it was through the audience, I was like, oh.
He then later posted a picture on his Instagram stories with a picture of his private jet and wrote, "Get me to God's country."
Where's that?
I don't know. I literally don't know. Because, babe, you don't know God. God wasn't a fucking bigot. And I just hate this man, and I hate the fact that he is still given success by these people who, like, probably are happy that he said the N-word on camera. And we've, like, you can see it. And, like, that he's fallen drunk off a roof. Like, this man's a problematic person in so many aspects of his life. And it seems like, according to this, a piece of shit.
Well, it's kind of like SNL just gave you, like, a very big platform, dude.
Right.
Like, and you can't, and you got to be on the show and everything, when I'm sure a lot of people were just like, should we do this?
Right.
You know, I'm sure there were a lot of people, and then it was just like, they were probably just like, no, let's like give them a chance or whatever.
Reach across the aisle.
And it's like, how bad could that rehearsal process have been where you had such a miserable experience that you're going to be a total dick to the people who like worked very hard to put on a show every week,
right?
That you're just going to abruptly like leave the stage and say goodbye to nobody and then post a passive aggressive Instagram post after that. Like, come on, dude.
Because it's like the, black cast members, Kenan Thompson, Ego Wodum, they didn't have the choice to just like ignore you or be rude or run off stage. They like were there and were professional and did their jobs, even though you shouldn't have been there in the first place. Apparently, sources in Wallen's camp say that there's nothing to the conjecture that the singer was signaling tension, maintaining that he had a good time and no slight was intended with either his prominent exit or his Instagram post when he made the quick dart toward the camera to make his getaway. It was simply an oops moment that everyone on hand had a laugh about, according to those familiar with his camp's perception of how it went down. And it's like, but he's been on that show before. He knows what to do at that moment of the show. Like, he did this on purpose, and he fucking sucks. So, like, if anyone listening to this has people related to them that are fans of this man, turn their Spotify off. Make sure they can't get to a CD store. We need to stop platforming bigots. And I think he's the first one to take down. I know cancel culture isn't real, but God, I wish it was just for today. I wish it was.
Or it's just like, can you just see like douchebag? Like, it's a douchebag move. Like, even if he didn't have that past, like a douchebag.
It would be. But if he didn't have that past, I'd probably be like, I have no good words to say about this man. I have no other side to see. He's a piece of shit, and he's proven it to us several times. Broadway's doing great.
Oh.
Good Night and Good Luck has broken Othello's record for the plays that have done the best in box office.
Oh yeah, the plays this year are just movie stars galore.
I guess recently the Denzel Washington and Jake Gyllenhaal starring production of Othello set the box office record for a play, bringing in $2.8 million in 1 week's time. This week, George Clooney's Good Night and Good Luck shattered that record with $3.3 million take in its first full week of performances. Othello's ticket prices are higher, but it's playing at the Ethel Barrymore, a theater that just seats over 1,000 theatergoers, while Good Night and Good Luck plays at a theater with over 1,500 seats. And I must say, you know, we love when productions make their money back. We love, I'm sure these stars were not cheap. And so that's good to make their money back. How expensive have you
gone to Ticketmaster and have you ever seen a Broadway play? Like a non-musical? No, I'm wondering if you have.
Not a one.
Yeah, those are some expensive ass tickets.
I feel like, I don't know, everything we're talking about today just kind of highlights the like inequity that's happening in the world. Like, I get that, yes, the theater is something, like actors should be paid for their work. The people who put on the show should be paid for their work. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. But isn't the goal for the work to reach people?
Yeah, everybody, and have it not be like an elite thing.
Yes, and it's like, we're really going to make $1,000 tickets for these shows where you're not even front row. Like,
it's like center mezzanine is going for these insane prices.
How are people supposed to pay for that? Is it literally just like we're now just putting on shows for the elite? Like the super rich, the uber wealthy deserve to see their favorite movie stars in a play, but no one else?
And listen, Denzel Washington, brilliant actor, incredible artist. Yes. All these people, Kieran Culkin just won an Oscar, and now he's in Glengarry, Glenn Ross. All these people are such incredible artists. No play is worth that much. Unless I am seeing Carol Channing in her final performance ever of Dolly Levi in Hello, Dolly.
Yes.
Nothing is worth nothing is worth that much money for just a mezzanine seat ticket. Like truly. And love Broadway. Love it. But there are times when I see like shows on a Broadway stage and listen, if the material is brilliant, if the performances are great and everything, if it's well directed, I don't need sets, splashy lights, special effects and everything. But if I'm spending a lot of money on a ticket and the show looks cheap, which I'm sure these specific productions, I'm sure Othello with Denzel Washington does not look cheap. But unless I'm blown away by every single aspect of this show, nothing is worth that much. And it breaks my heart to say this, because it's like I want theater to succeed and everything, and I want people to buy tickets, like especially people who aren't necessarily theater fans. I want them to like try something new, and these ticket prices are just turning people off. And also the worst thing about it is it's not sustainable.
No,
it's absolutely not sustainable, the prices that these tickets are. So it just all sucks.
It does. It just is like I would hate for a little Matt Steele out there to be like, I would love to see this play, and their parents being like, that's just too expensive. There's no world in which we could imagine you not being able to see the art you wanted to see at such a formative age.
I know,
because the price was so ridiculously high. It's devastating, and it changed the course of this young artist who just hadn't been tapped into that side of themselves.
And it's like,
just
look,
sad.
I get wanting Broadway tickets, not I don't expect them to be as cheap as movie theater tickets. I don't expect tickets to be that price, but I do like that there's a sense of grandeur about we're doing a little investment to have a really special night and everything. But if there's a special night, it should be a very special production. You can't half-ass the production if you're going to have a special ticket price. But Broadway tickets, I don't know, when I was younger, they were a little more expensive, but it was still relatively attainable for just a work, a middle class family. It was still relatively attainable, not the most attainable, but relatively attainable to see every once in a while on a special occasion. Now it's not even a special occasion. It's you're investing in a house. This is a once in a lifetime
it's a down payment
occasion to see Denzel Washington and Othello.
And in this economy too.
And it's not like it's Denzel Washington's last time performing or something like that. I'm sure he will be on Broadway again. So
that's true. So
if I'm spending that money, it's I want a once in a lifetime experience, and I don't think just another production of Othello is that.
Make the prices, at least have there be some tickets that are available that are at an acceptable level. Like the back row should not be like $400 or whatever it is. Like, please let some people go there and see this film that are not like uber wealthy.
Yeah, and it's like when I saw Gypsy over Christmas, and I was in rear corner mezzanine, and the tickets were still like $100. When rear corner mezzanine, those were the tickets back in my day you were getting for 40.
Wow.
40, 50. And so it's just like, wow. Like, where are we going with this?
I don't know.
Where can we possibly go?
Nowhere good.
It's kind of like movies. Like these budgets for these giant movies are like hundreds of millions of dollars. And people are like, oh, they're not making their money back. It's like, of course they're fucking not. Nothing can be made back when the budget is that much. Right. So I'm praying for everybody.
And another place where ticket prices are going to be a problem. Lady Gaga has announced the Mayhem Ball. She is going on tour in 2025. She says that she actually wasn't planning on touring this year after her shows in Singapore, but the incredible response to the new album inspired her to keep things going. It came together super quickly. But she is basically going on tour, and it's an arena tour, so it's not stadiums, and there aren't that many. I'm trying to see how many places she's going. I mean, in the U.S., I think she has like 6 states.
Okay.
So I'm excited for her. I think it'll be great to see her in an arena because, stadiums are so huge. Like making a show nuts. Like that is insane. Yeah. So I get it, but it's also like, if it was a bloodbath for me to get Cowboy Carter tickets, I can't imagine a Lady Gaga arena show in which there are 6 U.S. stops being anything but a nightmare.
For her most critically acclaimed album.
Absolutely. I'm worried for all those out there, but I hope if you're listening to this on Monday, I think all the tickets go up on Monday. I hope you all got the tickets you wanted, the seats you wanted, and paid a price that was human, not an Othello price.
Yeah, and paying that money for those tickets is a little more understandable because it's like there's only 6 cities. Like there are very few opportunities to see this. Othello's going to have a pretty substantial run, not like forever, but like it's going to have quite a bit. It's like I spent a lot of money on the Spice Girl tickets.
Yes, and you traveled.
And I traveled for the reunion because that was an event they may never get together again.
I was going to say, it seems like you made the right choice.
So that is something that I was just like, I am willing to invest in this. So good. If you're willing to invest in that Gaga moment, I mean, hey, celebrate the Mayhem.
Gotta celebrate that Mayhem. What an album. This is not a lot of news, but just want to say that Doechii has earned her first top 10 hit on the Hot 100 with Anxiety. That was the song that I mentioned last week that samples somebody I used to know. So congratulations to her. It's going viral on TikTok. I just love reporting success on incredible ladies. And also Chappell Roan's The Giver debuted at number 5 on Hot 100. Iconic. A follow-up to a story we talked about, I believe, last week. John M. Chu has debunked the rumors that there are A-list stars battling for the role of Britney Spears in the upcoming biopic. There was a story that it was between Millie Bobby Brown, Ariana Grande, and Sabrina Carpenter vying for this role. And John Chu on Twitter said, "None of this is true. Sounds exciting, but have not had one conversation about casting this movie yet. We are way too early in development. Sorry."
Okay, he hasn't had a conversation yet, but like the conversation's in your head, John.
Right.
What are you thinking? That's what I want to know.
He's not going to tell us.
I know, but like maybe if we like bumped into him, maybe he would like tell us quietly, be like, "Hey gays, hey random homosexuals."
I mean,
hey, and then whisper in our ear. He would just give us one name.
He'd make us sign some NDAs, which I would do.
I'll sign it. I'll sign that shit. Right. Sure, let's go.
In more movie news, Zendaya has recruited Barry Jenkins for a Ronnie Spector biopic. It is going to be called Be My Baby. It was involved, like Spector herself was involved prior to her death in 2022. I think that's exciting, but more importantly, does that mean she can't be Mariah in the TV series event or whatever when she's, when Mariah's making her Meaning of Mariah Carey TV limited series? Like, does that mean Zendaya can't be Mariah?
No, I mean, what if the filming schedules don't overlap?
I know, but does she want to play 2 different singers? You know what I mean?
Oh, I mean, if the scripts are good, why not?
Okay, well, I hope that, Lee Daniels put that pen to paper.
And but what if like someone like Tori Kelly
that would be that'd be great.
Like, especially she could give those vocals.
And the thing is, I say that about very few people. And also, we didn't talk about this on the podcast, but Matt Steele did listen to Oceans by Tori Kelly.
It's fantastic.
I'm so glad, because the thing is, I was getting some commentary about like, oh, it's okay. She's whoever.
Okay.
And I just needed to know that I'm not crazy. This song is.
Not. It's fantastic.
I'm like, is it my favorite song of the year that came out last year? Maybe.
We always have those, you know?
It's just, if you haven't listened to Oceans by Tori Kelly, do yourself a favor and do it. This is honestly probably more of a 2 gay minutes. But I'm going to talk about it now because we don't have that many news stories, after all the shitty ones about shitty men. Garcelle Bouvet, of the Jamie Foxx show fame, of Coming to America, of just being a Haitian goddess, has announced that after 5 years, she is leaving the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I am very sad about this news. She was the first Black cast member of Beverly Hills and has always been a favorite of mine. And yes, she... the thing is, she used the platform in such a beautiful way. Like now she has these like movies that are premiering on Lifetime that she is producing and directing. Like her career has gone up and up and up and up since being on this show. I believe she's on Survival of the Thickest with Michelle Buteau's show on Netflix. She's like landing a lot of roles, and like I get it. At this point, it was becoming clear that the girls were turning on her. Like it felt like a takedown season wasn't coming for Garcelle, and I think she was truly one of very few housewives who ever actually quit on their own, because usually they get fired but they're like, but you could say whatever you want. And they're all like, I've decided to leave. But this usually Bravo makes that decision after the reunions have aired for the season, and this news came out before the reunions aired. But you see the preview of the reunion, and it ends with Garcelle walking off and being like, fuck all those bitches. I can't be friends with any of those people. So I get it. Like, I don't know exactly what happened to the reunion.
She walked through the center of the audience.
Exactly.
She
did. I'm going to miss her so incredibly much, and I feel like not all of it, but part of it, I did feel like the tide's turning on her even in the audience. Like people like, oh, Garcelle's so boring, even though we watched 12 weeks of Erica Jane remodeling her house and putting up new wallpaper. Like, bitch, I'll be going to a new house and putting up wallpaper. I'm not going to film it because it's fucking boring.
Why not? I'm sure I put it on Patreon.
The patrons are like, scroll. Because no one wants to see that. And the fact that the fact that Erica and Bose, who I do like Bose, they sat on Watch What Happens Live, and Andy looks, after this was announced, Andy is like, hey, what did you think about Garcelle announcing that she was leaving? They both are completely silent. Erica then says, won't he do it? And it's like, Erica, you scamming mean lady. She's a scammer. She's
mean.
And she's a lady. She is still, I think, going to court for whether she spent $24 million of her ex-husband's money, which was stolen from orphans and widows. And she's going to sit here calling someone else boring, someone with a career she could never even dream about. I just am going to miss Garcelle, and I can't. I get that Bose and Dorit are close, and Garcelle never was friends with Dorit, but like I would have expected a little bit more support, or a little bit like she wound up on her Instagram saying something about like, "Oh, Garcelle, thank you for paving the way as the first Black housewife on this show." But I just am sad. I'm just going to miss Garcelle. I think if so many shows are being rebooted, like if New York got rebooted, if New Jersey got rebooted, I'm honestly open for a Beverly Hills reboot, because they can't just keep having Erica, Dorit, Kyle, and whoever else is in their little clique like push off the people we actually want to see. Mm-hmm. And I don't need a whole season of all of them going against Sutton. I don't like it.
You're over it.
I'm over it.
You're done with all these people. What about a new city? I feel like there hasn't been a new city in a little minute.
I mean, I'd be open to a new city.
What could a new city be that hasn't been done? In a section of the country that hasn't been done.
I mean, I've always wanted a Chicago.
The fact that there hasn't been a Chicago is very weird.
It's very weird.
That there hasn't been a Midwest.
Right.
It's
weird. And the thing is, for a while, Tinsley Mortimer, who used to be on New York, moved to Chicago, but I think she now lives in Tampa. But they could find some Chicago ladies to do it. I just am going to miss Garcelle.
Chicago or Detroit?
Detroit could
Michigan
be cool.
People are intense. Michigan people are intense.
Yes.
I've spent some time in Michigan, and they're crazy drivers. They are the wildest drivers I've ever seen. Yeah, but I mean, it's where cars are made, so I guess they've got confidence when they drive, and I'm just like, and I'm from Jersey, girl. And so when I say you're a crazy driver, you're a crazy driver.
Okay, so that I just have to get that off my chest. I will miss Garcelle. I'm sad about this. In other news for gays, Laura Raj of Cat's Eye, this is a global girl group that came together on a reality show called Dream Academy, I want to say. I don't know their music. I've heard from Jackson's youthful cousin that like Cat's Eye is cool and good and everything. And one of the members, Laura Raj, has come out as, to quote her, half a fruitcake. I think that means bisexual.
I think that just means a gay man.
I don't know.
I'm a gay. She came out as a gay man.
There's half a gay man though. Half
a gay man.
So I don't know what it means. It seems like she's queer, and I'm excited about that. I love a queer artist,
and I like fruitcake.
And fruitcake's so sick.
I like fruitcake.
Like, it's a little too hard. Like I just like.
No, I like it.
I don't know.
I like fruitcake, and I don't understand why people don't like it.
The texture is the issue for me. Like it tastes fine, but the texture is like too crumbly. You know?
Nah, I like it all.
Well, you're wrong.
I'm correct. Thank you. And what's her name, Laura?
Laura Raj.
Me and Laura Raj will be together with her. She has one half, I have the other half.
I was going to say, you guys should have two half a fruitcake necklaces and put them together. I would love that.
And they would just like crumble. They're made out of like a metal that just like crumbles when you touch it.
And then all of us who don't like fruitcake would be like, ew.
Ew, look at that.
Renee Zellweger of Bridget Jones' Mad About the Boy fame is joining.
And 2-time Academy Award winner.
Sure, I guess that too.
For 2 other movies that you've probably never seen.
Never.
No, you saw Judy. Sorry, you did.
Oh,
I loved Judy. I'm a Judy stan. I loved Judy.
How boring.
Whatever.
She's going to be on Only Murders in the Building.
Love it.
Everyone's going to be on Only Murders in the Building.
I love how Renee Zellweger just crawls through the woodwork every several years and it's just like, hey, I'm ready to act again.
I'm going to do some stuff.
And then she does like she always does like things in pairs. She does like 2 things and then she's just like, I'm going back to Texas to relax for 3 years.
I love that for her.
I know, good for her.
She's living the life we want.
She's just having fun.
Is there any other news for idiots you want to share with the people?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, guys, we're going to take a quick break and then we'll be back with more Two Gay Mans, the podcast. Did you guys see the ending of SNL Child Porn Mike? Oh, we did. We talked about it, and it was a mess.
We talked about that.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sad about Garcelle. I really am. Like, what a queen. I know she's gonna be fine, but
housewives come, housewives go.
I know, but Garcelle was everything, and she did it right. She did. She did stay. Like Lisa Rinna stayed so long that like every audience member hated her.
Garcelle left on her own terms.
She did.
So I think that's as opposed to like just getting fired and having it just be, and then you have Andy against you.
Right. But I think even when you get fired, Andy does go against a few of the housewives, but generally he's like, yeah, I fired them, but I don't hate them.
Okay, that's good.
But this time
you
get Andy to being like, the door's always open if you want to come back, which is what he said to Garcelle. Okay. And hopefully she does.
Have you watched The Real Housewives of Sydney?
I haven't. I tried to, or I don't remember if it was Sydney or Melbourne, but someone requested it on for a patron request, and I tried to find it, and it's not available to be streamed at all in the U.S. So that stinks.
Never saw Big Brother or Survivor, but I'm going to start one. Which is better to watch? They're both fantastic shows. Survivor is kind of, I guess, maybe the more consistent watch, but the highs on Big Brother are when Big Brother's exciting. Yeah, there's nothing more exciting.
I forgot to talk about the rumored Traitors cast. So before when we come back, make sure I do. Oh no, you got a tornado warning. Be safe, Jonathan.
But if you're gonna start Big Brother, don't watch Big Brother 1. That's not real.
It's like me watching Sex in the City. I shouldn't have started with season 1 because I was like, she talks to the camera.
Yeah. If you start a Big Brother, season 10 is the perfect season to start. Season 10.
But you're a person that has to start at the beginning of everything.
But I'm different. Like that's because I know it's because with like Survivor, I started from the beginning because I already kind of knew the history of the show and sort of the format. Okay. And I knew that as it would go along, I would start to enjoy it a little more and more and more. Yeah. Whereas like if you're kind of just a casual, like, oh, maybe I'll give this a try. You don't want to sit through a few seasons that aren't as exciting to get to the good stuff. Season 10 is the perfect season to start Big Brother.
Is Survivor exciting from the beginning or not really?
In a different way than it's exciting now, and by now I mean in like the 2016 era, which is where I'm at in my Survivor binge. So if you start Big Brother, season 10. Season 10. Yeah.
I might get tornadoes in my area too, coincidentally. No, don't tornadoes.
I know the whole Southeast has a lot going on.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on?
Selena hiring these Oscar winners so she can get tips to her inevitable supporting actress, not in Amelia Perez too.
I don't know about that. And someone asked why we didn't react to the Selena Gomez Benny Blanco album because we didn't like the singles.
We reacted to some songs on Patreon.
We did some songs on Patreon,
and we were like, okay.
And then we decided because it's no fun to react to something where it's like I don't think this vibe is for me. And I listened to the album, and I feel like what it is it's a Lana Del Rey vibe. sometimes.
Okay.
And I'm like, that is just
a Lana Del Rey vibe, or like Lana Del Rey for Selena Gomez. Like, I'm sure it doesn't sound like it's you.
It just could hear Lana on several of the songs.
Oh, really? So it is Lana.
To me, and that is very oil and water for me. Like, okay. That's not a sound that resonates with me. It would not be fun for me, to watch me listen to this song and be like, I don't care about that.
Yeah, it's more fun to hear us react to something we actively like think is bad. Whereas like these songs to me kind of just sound like something where it's like, oh, I don't dislike this. I can't say I have much of an opinion about this. You know?
Exactly.
Steele, would you ever want to be a reality TV creator, producer? There's other things I would like to do over
Instead,
it.
Yeah.
But like, if a nice paying job falls into my lap where I can be creative and put my input and like ideas out there, sure.
I would do creator. Producers too, like on the ground. Producer, you are working.
Creative
hard.
Producer. Creative producer.
That is,
Yeah.
A little behind on the live stream, but since we mentioned it, I wanted to share this performance of Oceans that I love. Oh, yes, please. Oh, I need to see this performances because, like,
is it Tori Kelly performing, or is it like another cover?
I assume it's her. We just need to hear how she does that last chorus.
You should do a cover of it.
I should
put it on your next album.
Hey, once we get 4,000 patrons,
okay, 4,000 patrons. That part we'll do a cover of Oceans.
It has to be steady.
For 4,000 patrons, I'll do a cover of Oceans. Okay.
Hey, we're not a world away.
Okay, cover of Oceans coming.
I think. I don't know. I don't know when. But right now, thank you for being patrons, by the way, guys. And there's so much shit on the Patreon. I know we promote it all the time, but if you want to watch the last 5 years film with us on April 10th, we're going to be having a watch party live with everybody. And like some people who are going were like, I didn't even know they had a last 5 years movie. And I'm like, I can't wait to share this with you.
Oh, last 5 years.
We saw that together.
Yeah.
In the theater. And then made a video old ass video for TNS, didn't we?
Before we had microphones. I think we barely had lighting. Wow.
Looked fine and sounded awful.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Are you thinking how is this run? Are you going to New York anytime soon? I will, besides August. Oh my God, when we go in August, we should see the last 5 years.
We should. Except I am still a little nervous.
Don't be nervous.
Yes, but yes, we should.
Oh, that would be fun.
That'd be really fun. That'd be really fun.
Okay.
Jackson Moco, you he hates the last 5 years.
I know he hated it.
He hates it.
Why
I know. Because he's like, it seems like, he doesn't like New York in general. Like New York-centric art doesn't resonate with him as an LA person. And he thinks, I don't know. I think he thinks it's pretentious, like coming from like, oh, I'm an actor and I'm a writer. And he thinks they both come across badly. Oh. He doesn't like the songs. I know.
Well, but the thing is, like, they're not supposed to come across as perfect. They're both kind of annoying.
They are.
As much of an icon as Kathy is.
Yes.
She's all of us at our most annoying.
She is.
So that's why we relate. But, it's not like we're supposed to be like, oh, what a flawless character.
Right. She's an icon.
Of course.
She's an icon.
Truly the greatest person who's ever lived.
Yes.
And I wouldn't say, like, New York is, like, the theme of the show. Like, it's not like they're always singing about New York City. Not. I don't know. Okay, so does he not like On the Town or something like that? Like where they're singing New York, New York?
I don't know about his feelings on On the Town. I don't know what On the Town is.
Jackson, what are your thoughts on On the Town?
Well, the link didn't work. Look up Tori Kelly singing Oceans at the Nova. Okay,
Nova.
Not Charlie probably making I do think that is the best. I do like Bluest Flame the best. That's a very Charlie XCX song on Selena's album.
Okay, cool.
And Charlie wrote it, so it makes sense.
Great.
I think it was a Brat cast off. And it's like, oh, this is better than half a Brat.
Oh, okay.
Well.
All right. Well, now you said it for the people.
It's time to say it. It's time to be honest.
They're screen recording this shit. They're going to catch you.
Don't come at me.
I love your music views. Mariah is also my artist. Have you all done a discography on her? Not like a video.
Not like a full discography discussion, but we have many Mariah videos.
Yeah, we've talked in depth about pretty much all her albums.
Yes, we have.
In the 600 plus 2 Gay Mats videos we have made, and the 200 plus podcasts.
We're almost at 300. I think in like a couple of weeks we'll be at 300. I'm like, should I be like, 300th episode? We should do something, but I always forget.
I don't know. It's a sad day when Gillette razor blades are more secure than our work blades.
Absolutely. It is very sad.
That's funny. Oh, God. That exhausts me so much.
It's exhausting.
I know.
It just is exhausting.
God. What about us, Totally. We're suffering. I'm fine. That was a joke. There are people who are actually very much suffering.
People who are actually suffering.
But it's hard to watch.
Yes.
And it's hard to, when you're a podcaster.
I know.
You're just like, oh, I gotta talk about this heavy ass thing.
God. Didn't Tori Kelly just perform on some award show, a Mariah Carey tribute? I kept my promise to listen to more of the Tori Kelly the other day, and I really enjoyed Thing You Do, probably my favorite. Oh, good. I'm glad you found a song you liked. Yes, and she sang Always Be My Baby at the iHeart Music Awards before Money Long sang We Belong Together. So, because Mariah was given the Icon Award. We love that. Caution stands unite. 8th grade deserved the smashery. I mean, we love 8th grade. We love The Distance.
We love Caution.
We love Caution title track.
We love title track.
We love the title track.
Yeah, we love Get the Fuck Out.
How about you get the fuck out?
I mean, what a perfect song.
Perfect. How often do y'all watch movies on Patreon? I think usually we try to do once every 2 months for our $10 plus patrons.
Yeah, and it's not like always movies.
It's not. We've watched the Lemonade film.
Watched Legally Blonde, the professional recording of it. Various different things. Have we ever watched a movie? Devos.
We did
yes. Devos. And did we ever watch another movie?
I don't know that we did.
So
this will be our first.
Last 5 years will be our first movie that played in theaters.
It did play in theaters. Yours played in the Chinese theater.
It did for the premiere. It played in a theater.
It did. This will be theaters plural.
Yeah.
The Distance should have been the lead single. I agree. Especially because it seems like with her airs these days, it's just like lead single and then nothing. How are you feeling? Matt Steele doesn't watch The White Lotus.
I'm happy everyone's loving it. I know there's brothers kissing and all that shit.
They're doing more than kissing.
Okay. Well, good for consenting adults.
And good for actors who aren't actually related. That's the thing to remember.
And good for writers thinking creatively.
Yes. And I feel like shit like this happened all the time in Shakespeare and stuff. Old family Greek tragedy stuff. You'd be sleeping with your brother or whatever, right?
I guess sometimes, there's the Oedipus story where is it that he wants to have sex with his mom or he accidentally has sex with his mom?
I'm not going to Google it.
I remember reading in English class, reading Greek. I think Oedipus was the first Greek thing where they had to read in 8th grade and everything. And I just remember being like, can't we study some Rodgers and Hammerstein? It's always got to be Shakespeare or the Greek stuff. Hey. It's let's get some King and I.
That was me.
If you studied it, you would understand the brick residence adjoining palace statement.
Only. That was like me in college because I went to record a music school and every other class was like, and then when the Beatles came out, everything changed. And I was just like, boo! Can we talk about Somebody Black?
Can we talk about when Mariah added the rappers on Fantasy Remix?
Please.
When do Tony nominations come out? May. Maybe end of April, but May. I'll Be Loving You Long Time should have been a hit. Hey,
absolutely should have been.
If the Eras Tour somehow becomes a 3-hour sing-along Broadway play, $1,500 would be the minimum.
Oh my God.
There should never be a sing-along Broadway play.
Why are people so mad at it like they haven't seen Game of Thrones? Yeah, I guess because Game of Thrones also has a lot of familial relations. And I think because people could probably see themselves more closely with the family members in this show than Game of Thrones. There seemed to be a distance, but
sure, because Game of Thrones is actively a fantasy, I guess.
But it's also this also isn't real. This isn't a documentary,
and it's literally just trying to make you go wow and talk about it on social media.
And so yes, when I saw the scene, I was a little like, oh my goodness, but it also was like it didn't keep me up at night because it's not real. It's telling a story.
It's not real.
It's a vehicle for the story.
And the way to get people to watch these days is just have people talk about it.
And people are talking about it. People are just running around saying, Piper, no!
Oedipus fulfilled his prophecy by killing his dad and marrying his own mom.
Yes.
Oh, what are you going to do? Death That Comes Her for the Win. I hear that, what's that musical? Almost Happy Ending? The musical with Darren Criss. I hear that a lot of people want that to win Best Musical because I hear that's just a really well-written musical.
Okay.
And it's like, if you're going to spend a lot of money on a show, it's like one that is so well written. I mean, obviously Othello was well written, but one that you haven't seen before.
What's it called? The show is the cast recording out?
Almost Happy Ending. I want to say it's called. It's about I think two robots.
Maybe
Happy Ending. I think I want to say it's about 2 robots or 2 AI people falling in love or something. I hear it's phenomenal. And I think it's like a cast of like 4 or 5 or something.
Interesting.
I will never get over Bye Bye being released as a single.
Me neither. Me neither.
Are y'all watching The End? I heard it's a musical.
I don't know what The End is.
Huh? What?
Should we listen to that Darren Criss musical at some point for Patreon?
Why not?
Like review it? We could do that
Sure.
some week.
I hear it's fantastic.
Love that. Also, we have a new Shiny reaction up on Patreon. We did a lot of shit on Patreon this past week.
Nothing's happening with Lisa's character in White Lotus. It's almost frustrating.
I feel like she's pushing guy talk in a way that like is not good. Like she just is so wanting him to, rise up the ranks and get a promotion. And that kind of means he has to put himself in dangerous situations. I'm nervous with how that story is going to end, actually.
Okay.
So it seems like she's not doing a lot, but I think without her, he'd be better at his job. Because every time I'm like, guy talk, just get to the front. Like, go get an eye on that gun that you lost and stand in the place where people come in. Like, he's a security guard and just keeps leaving his post. And I'm like, you can't do that just because Lisa's so pretty. I get it. She's in Blackpink. Stay at your post.
His name's Guy Talk?
Yeah, he's Thai.
Okay. Oh,
yes.
Because when you say Guy Talk, I'm like, is this a section of TikTok?
No,
like,
but it's...
I'm on Guy Talk.
It's GAITOK.
Like a section of TikTok that is just about guys.
Right. No, it's not.
Sure. Speaking of Othello, I'd love to see Denzel Washington in Othello, but
it's too expensive.
Yeah.
Still should watch The White Lotus. It's basically that, because from that Survivor guy, it's basically in the Survivor world. Mike White.
I don't have time. I'm sure it's I'm sure I'd love it. I'm sure I would. I'm positive.
When you finish catching up with Survivor, will you dip a toe into some prestige television?
Sure.
Severance, I don't think you should do. But
Survivor's prestige television.
White Lotus, you could do and enjoy. Because it's just
I believe that.
You would enjoy that.
Especially because each season is its own sort of story.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything has a beginning, a middle, and an end, I'm sure.
Montrez, do you like Janet's Island Life? No. I think all those islandy songs on Demita Joe I find a little sleepy. I think I like Spending Time With You the best. But the 8 interludes where she's just like, and the islands. It's like, okay, we get it. Like, next.
Some people are island girls.
Some people are island girls. Snow White worth it? You think we saw Snow White?
I'm sure it's a nice time.
I'm sure someone liked it.
The End with Tilda Swinton and Michael Shannon. I don't know.
I'm not familiar.
I don't know.
But yeah, I'm trying to think. The shows I'm currently watching. Well, I need to catch up on Abbott. I'm all caught up on. Oh my God, I'm caught up on Drag Race, but Anya was in the bottom this week.
I'm so sorry about that.
And she was lip syncing, and Jules is a great dancer, but Anya is obviously very good facially. Like, she's like a performer. She's an actress. Like, she's really doing
facially.
Great. She's great facially. Like, she's giving.
It's like describing my acting. It's like he makes faces.
You and Anya have that in common.
Yeah.
Luckily, Rue was like, this week, you're both safe. I'm like, great.
What is this? What are they down to?
They're down to top 5.
Top 5. When a favorite is bottom in top 5, that's always a sign that
they're winning.
Yeah.
Especially when it's okay, you kind of lost that lip sync, but we're not letting you leave this. Leave here.
Sure.
So, yeah.
We need 2-game match reactions.
Snow White.
Island and Campfire Music are in the same
family. And they are of just music that I don't care about.
What season of Survivor was Mike White on? I think he was on David versus Goliath, but I don't know. I have not gotten there yet.
Okay. And he was on a couple of Amazing Races too, wasn't he?
Was he?
Yeah, I think so.
I know
with
nothing
his dad.
of Amazing Race World.
As was Stassi, her first TV credit.
Really?
Yeah, she went on with her family before her chin implant.
Everything happens before the chin implant and after the chin implant.
Absolutely.
So many Big Brother people have been on Amazing Race and won, and I'm still just I don't feel like watching this.
I'm just not pulled to watch it. Do you like the new White Lotus season? I do. I feel like people are being a little hard on it. It's slower, but I'm invested. I'm interested to see what happens. I'm looking forward to watching it. Hopefully tonight. I don't know if Jackson's friends watch. I think one of his friends does, but I'm not sure the other does. And I'm like, do you mind if we watch the new episode? So we'll see. But yeah, I'm still invested, even if it's not as exciting episode to episode. I think it's still, I'm invested, and I need Belinda to be okay. That's Natasha Rothwell's character.
Okay.
I need her and her son to be okay.
I hope they're okay.
Okay. All right. Should we do part 2?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll start with the Traitors thing because I will forget otherwise.
Well, guys, Matt Palmer forgot a very important segment that we were planning on doing that I'm sure those of you who don't watch Traitors are just like, oh, God, they're talking about this shit again. Yes, we are.
Because this is the time of year where the rumored Traitors cast is floating around online, and I'm excited to let you know what I've heard.
Okay.
Have you heard about any of these people so far or not really?
I mean, the thing is, I hear on like social media, like this person, maybe, maybe. It's all maybes, and I don't believe any of it. It's like when I hear a rumor of the Spice Girls getting back together, I'm like, yeah, okay.
And it could all be wrong, but I'm so excited.
Let's just say it.
From the Real Housewives series. Well, I mean, this is tough because it's also top model Eva Marcel. They have her under Housewives, but Eva the Diva.
I'm so surprised that no top model has been on Traitors yet.
It's wild.
Eva
will be on, but as a housewife. But hopefully she'll be on.
Sure.
Margaret Josephs, who was on New Jersey, and Mary Cosby from Salt Lake City, which would be wild because Mary's a kook. Like, she's a kooky character, also maybe a cult leader. But we've put that aside.
Nice.
She had a great season and was very nice to her child who was dealing with addiction. And
she's nice to her own child. Wonderful. Great. That's a low bar.
She's cleared it, though, didn't she?
Okay.
And supposedly they're going to bring Dorinda back for a second time.
That's fair.
Most importantly, the rumor is making her return to NBC Universal, Nene Leakes. If that is true.
That's true. How much money are they paying her? That is some Denzel Washington and Othello money. Okay.
She wants to be back on Bravo so badly. I believe. I bet she's not even getting paid a crazy amount because they had a falling out. They were suing each other.
Yeah.
So the idea of her getting a foot back in the door, because you saw what happened with Phaedra. She's back on Housewives now. And if Nene wants back on Housewives, she has to come through the side door on Traitors.
Sure.
I would die.
But if I was a traitor, I would kill her.
No! Keep Nene alive.
Because you know how they love killing the most exciting people who are faithful.
They love that.
But please, if Nene is on Traitors, she is a traitor. Like, she is absolutely going to be a traitor.
Absolutely.
Get out of here.
From Survivor, you can tell me which one of these people you know. Aubrey Bracco.
Oh, it's Aubrey, who I just finished Co-Wrong. And Aubrey's on it.
Okay.
And she's great. Okay. I know she appears on a Survivor a couple more times. Aubrey's great.
Russell Hantz.
I mean, he is
the first winner?
No, Russell's never won. He's very much like the quintessential Survivor villain.
Oh.
Remember when you watched that season of Big Brother 14 and his brother Willie got kicked out because he headbutted this guy Joe?
Vaguely.
Yeah, that's Russell's brother.
Oh.
Russell Hantz is a villain.
Okay.
Not the nicest of individuals. And I absolutely despise his first season of Survivor just because he's excellent television, but like it's just the Russell show that whole season Samoa. But a character to have on Traitors, sure.
David Gannett and Benjamin Coach Wade. Do you know?
Oh, Coach? I thought, but also I saw that the Coach rumor was not true. I think someone said, no, this isn't. But I mean, they're all just rumors. Who cares? We're just throwing names out. I don't know who's the other person.
David Gannett.
David,
could be anybody.
Literally every season of Survivor has like 3 hot standard guys, and I rarely remember their names.
Iconic.
It's like there's always 3 hot standard guys and 1 blonde girl named Kelly. Every season of Survivor.
From Big Brother, the rumor is Frankie Grande, Taylor Hale, and Kaser Rida.
Wait. I didn't hear the Kaser rumor.
There's a Kaser rumor.
Okay. Okay, my heart stops because yes, Frankie, yes, Taylor.
Yes.
But if Kaser is okay, all right,
that would be iconic. All
right,
I love Taylor.
Yeah, of course. But Taylor, I assume Taylor was kind of like a given, like being on Traitors at some point. I'd love to see her as a traitor. But I also saw Survivor, like people are suspecting Tyson because okay, which I would love. Okay, Tyson's very fun. Anyone else from Big Brother?
We have a couple people from UK Celebrity Big Brother named Gemma Collins and Tiffany Pollard.
Tiffany Pollard is rumored on every fucking thing, guys.
You never know.
And it's always too good to be true.
Hey, she was on House of Villains twice.
I know.
It could happen.
Well, are they going to get Tiffany and Nene? Like those are, and Russell, like those are, and Case, and like though, like, but I feel like Tiffany and Nene would both be so expensive.
I think Nene's going to be cheaper than you think she is because she wants back on that network.
All
Tiffany, I'm sure, will be expensive.
Oh, Tiffany. on Traitors, it would just, I mean, I guarantee you she would go to the end because no one would want to kill her or banish her because she'd just be so much fun.
To put Tiffany and Gemma back together.
That
is some traitor shit.
Oh, it is.
It's like when they reached out, they love bringing back people who are mad at each other. Like they tried to get Candace and Monique to come back on Traitors from Potomac and they did not do it.
Yes.
But that's the
Danielle and Brittany. Like that was barely a feud, but whatever.
Sandra and
Parvati.
Yeah. They love a feuding lady.
So, if Gemma and Tiffany together, pretty much I would let Gemma know. I mean, the greatest monologue ever. That I would pay Denzel and Othello tickets prices to watch Tiffany Pollard perform that monologue live.
They just did a reference to that monologue on Drag Race like 2 weeks ago. Like it is, no one will forget it.
Like Shakespeare found dead.
I mean, truly, never heard of her.
If you don't know what we're talking about, Google Tiffany Pollard monologue, Big Brother, Gemma.
You'll find it.
Actually, just YouTube Tiffany Pollard, Big Brother in general. Just watch all the videos.
The moments when she thinks someone has died. Who was it? David.
It
was David Bowie died, but there was a David in the house.
It's so great.
You cannot write anything funnier.
Yeah,
truly.
Did you see who else was rumored? I saw, and I this could just be a rumor that
we love rumors.
Nikki Blonsky from the Hairspray movie.
Oh my God.
But that's probably a rumor. That's absolutely not true. But wouldn't it be so much? If Nikki Blonsky from the Hairspray movie is on Traitors, the producers of the Traitors are just like, this is what the gays will die over.
That's the thing.
Truly.
I mean, that's their whole idea.
Oh, yeah.
They just want something for the gays.
They want gays to watch and talk about online. That's what you have to do to get a TV show to be successful. White Lotus, Traitors, have some brothers kissing, have Tiffany and Gemma come back and put Nikki Blonsky from the Hairspray movie on there so gays can just tweet Nikki Blonsky from the Hairspray movie over and over again.
It's like they literally just went to a GIF wall and it's like, okay, who's in these GIFs? We need them. Because Nene would be right on that list too.
Oh, sure.
Okay, before we get into the next segment of the episode, I just have to say thank you so much for listening to and or watching the podcast. It would mean so much to us if you went to your Spotify or Apple Podcast and gave us a 5-star rating or review. We do only accept 5 stars, so if you have anything negative to say, you can keep it to yourself. We also have a Patreon. If you go to patreon.com/2gaymats, you can join the Discord, hang out with friends you just haven't met yet, other pop culture obsessed folks, and chit chat with us all the live long day. You also can see a lot of bonus content, especially lately. We've been posting out the wazoo on Patreon. It's a fun place to be. You'll get our full reaction to the new deluxe tracks on Eternal Sunshine. And we'd love to see you there.
Yeah.
Matt Steele.
Oh, yes.
What section of the episode are we in?
We are on Email My Heart. This is the section of the podcast where we answer any questions that you guys might have. You can be a part of Email My Heart if you email us at 2gaymats@gmail.com. 2 is spelled TWO. First question comes to us from Zara.
Hey, Zara.
Not Larson, but maybe the creator of the store.
Oh, the store Zara. You never know.
You never know. So Zara says, hi, my lovely Mats. I just wanted to say I adore you guys, and I'm so happy that I found your podcast. I started watching you after the Renaissance reaction, and ever since I've tuned into the podcast every week. I'm a girly pop from a small countryside in the UK, and this podcast feels like one of the only places I can go where people care about the things I do as passionately as I do: music, pop culture, and the correct politics.
Yes.
My question is Cowboy Carter tour concepts. Obviously, she's probably going to do all of the Cowboy Carter album as she did with Renaissance. But what other songs do you think have to be thrown in there? Do you think she'll even do Crazy in Love or any other classics she did on the last tour? Or do we think a completely fresh set with no repeats? Also, I'm really hoping there's a section and a full live band and strings for Daughter. And maybe even a cute acoustic alligator tears moment. Do you think that's a possibility for this tour? Lastly, do you think it's starting with American Requiem or something else? I've been a Beyonce forever. My mom and I would listen to Destiny's Child CDs in the car when I was a kid, and since I was 13 and got my first iPod, she's been my most played artist every year. Wow. Now I'm 29 and able to go to my first ever tour of hers this June in London, and I am way too obsessed with the idea of what this tour could be. Can't wait for it to kick off at the end of April so I can find out. So excited. Thanks. Love you, girls. Love you back.
We do love you back. That is so exciting. Yeah. Absolutely.
And if you are the creator of Zara the store, I love the store.
We love Zara.
I have some pieces. They're lovely.
They are not sponsoring this podcast, unfortunately, but if they'd like to, they can email us at 2gaymats@gmail.com.
And I'm a size extra small at Zara.
All right.
Which is hard to find in store.
All right. Yeah. I believe we will be hearing Cowboy Carter in full. I believe she will start with American Requiem, and I think that's only right. And the thing is, on the Renaissance show, she kind of opened for herself and was like, okay, I'm going to do the ballads up top.
Sure.
And I'm going to come back and do all these up-tempos on Renaissance. Now she can just do the album because it kind of begins in its more ballady parts. So she can do the opening for herself thing.
It's a more epic start.
It is.
A way to start a show.
It's like the storytelling starts in a softer place. So she wants to start things off with a more like, we're focusing on the vocals.
And it builds in the way a live show should.
Yes. I believe there's no way in hell she's not doing daddy lessons. Like, it would be truly wild for her not to do her first country song on her first, country Beyonce tour. I am expecting that. I don't think she's ever done a tour and not done Crazy in Love, so I'm kind of expecting that. I think there will be splashes of former eras like there were on the Renaissance tour.
What if she countrifies some of her old songs? Like, what if we get like a little like guitar Crazy in Love?
I'm open to touches of that.
Of course. Well, Beyonce's not going to do like a stripped down guitar Crazy in Love. Right. Like, she's going to make it sound more forward thinking.
Yeah. It's like when she did the mashup of Crazy in Love into Crazy by Gnarls Barkley. Like, she always does something kind of fun with Crazy in Love and turns it on its head. And that could be a moment for that. I would just love to hear so many songs from so many eras kind of vaguely countrified. Like, I feel like there's kind of some Southern, country-ish, not country exactly, but like Southern influence on B-Day specifically. Someone in the chat is just saying Sugar Mama. That would make sense. Like, there's just a little bit of swampiness to that album, not just on the cover. So I would love to hear some of that come out in some of the music. I think we're going to be getting some older hits.
Sure. What about like visually? What do you think?
Visually,
concerts to me are all scaffolding, But I wonder if there could be more of like a rodeo aesthetic to this, especially because maybe, the circular runway for the Renaissance tour kind of seemed like very successful. Maybe there will be like a little rodeo there in the center where no animals will be abused.
Of course not.
But just maybe like that where it's like a little dirt patch.
I would love that.
Something cool there. A rodeo clown.
I don't need the clowns. I don't need the clowns rodeo or otherwise. But I imagine there will be a lot to the staging. I mean, if anything is a preview of the show, I feel like we should all go back and watch the Netflix, be halftime show from December or whenever it was. Like, that I feel like is going to be our best indicator of what to expect.
Sure.
I think it's going to be ornate. There are going to be a lot of performers on stage, a lot of musicians on stage, because this is like, I think, like, of course, Renaissance, it's about the music itself, but also a lot of that music's like DJ based and like sample based, while this is like, we are playing these instruments and like we are going to hear the horn section.
Absolutely. There's going to be more live instrumentation.
Yes. And I feel like there's going to be a mix of the live instrumentation with the performers. Like, they're going to be on stage as performers, not just the backdrop of what's happening.
Yeah.
It was like how she had the marching band aesthetic for that halftime show. I think we're going to be getting something on a smaller scale because, again, she has to travel with this stuff.
Of course, yeah.
But I think we're going to do something like that.
And, Renaissance had that big, giant disco ball horse that came out in the center of the stage. Maybe this will be a big, shiny, like polished white horse or something. Look at that horse. Look at that horse. And everyone points. They go, yeah, look at that. Or maybe instead of a horse, it'll be a giant Grammy Award because she finally won Album of the Year.
I don't foresee that, but you never know.
Hey.
You truly never know.
That's true.
But I'm excited too. I can't wait to go and talk about it. And I can't wait till you go. And I hope you have the best time, Sarah.
All right. Next question.
Yes.
From Luke says, Kylie Minogue, concerts, reality TV shows. Great. Lots of different topics.
Yes.
Hello, Mats. Hope you are both well. So Kylie Minogue is currently in her Tension tour, on her Tension tour,
okay,
which I saw in Melbourne, heading your way very soon, currently in Canada. The first question is, do you have a top 5 Kylie Minogue songs? My top 5 would be Can't Get You Out of My Head, Slow, Wanna Go Out Dancing, Padum Padum, and All of Us Lovers. Second question, with a big tour, do all artists need the large oversized production, or can they just rely on their powerful voice? Kylie copped some flack over her simple staging from the media down under. And also, I was wondering if you had seen Deal or No Deal Island. If you could think of a show that could merge to take 2 formats, what would that be? Matt Steele, if you haven't made your way through the Australian Survivor Series, it's well worth it. Thank you for brightening up my day when I get my notification that you guys have dropped your episode.
Oh, that's
You're
nice.
welcome, Luke. Okay, top 5 Kylie Minogue songs. What would they be?
For me, I was going through I am most familiar with Fever and Body Language, but I've been like obviously keeping up with her since then. I Can't Get You in My Head is obviously an excellent song, but I don't know if I'd put it on my top 5.
Oh shit.
Like I always have loved the title track Fever on Fever.
It's fantastic.
It's so fantastic. So if I'm going to pick one song off that record, I'm picking Fever. I think Slow is a perfect song. There's no, like, of course there are great songs all over Body Language, but if I'm picking one song from Body Language, I am picking Slow. I also really love Get Out of My Way off of Aphrodite. I feel like that is such a big hit that like we need to discuss as a culture more often. And I very much loved her disco record, and I always really loved Real Groove. That was one of my favorite songs. And she did a remix with Dua Lipa at some point, didn't she?
Sounds about right.
I think that seems right.
Yeah.
And I think I now have one more. So I'm going to go back to the Fever era and say Love at First Sight. I've also loved that song.
Yeah.
It's just like she has so many great albums. Like she's an artist much like Madonna, where it's like I need to really take in all of her albums at some point in my life.
Yeah, I don't know all of her discography.
Yes.
I truly don't. And I wish I did because she's great.
Are there songs I didn't mention that you would like to mention?
Yes. My top 5 would be a lot of Luke's top 5. It would be Can't Get You Out of My Head.
Yes.
Slow would be in my top 5. Slow is so fucking great.
Oh, Slow.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Did you? Yeah.
I said Slow, right?
I don't know.
I did.
Okay.
I did. There's no other song I would have said.
He did.
I did.
Whatever. Padum Padum. I mean, I'm just gonna say it.
It's fine.
I'm just like a basic gay girl. I mean, it was so recent and so much fun.
But it's fine.
It was a great era.
Let the girls have fun.
And then I would say Red Blooded Woman from the Slow album. I love that. That's always like on repeat in terms of Kylie songs for me. And I'm going to say Dance Floor Darling from her disco record.
Oh, interesting.
I love Dance Floor.
I need to re-listen.
Like to me, it just feels so beautifully lush and romantic. I love that chorus, how full that chorus is, and how just the romance of it all. And then at the end when it just speeds up and goes crazy for literally no reason. I love that song so much.
I love that.
Okay, so the second question, do people need big, large, oversized productions?
I don't think every artist needs large, oversized productions. But I mean, not to say she deserved to get flack coming back. But when I think of Kylie, I do think of production more than I think of like, she's going to sit down and do an acoustic set. Like, no shade.
Like, tell a story.
I love her, obviously, but like the music to me feels more like an energetic, like we're having a dance floor moment and she's like leading the charge of that versus like it's an empty stage and I'm about to like bare my soul.
Didn't she even say in an interview? I remember when we were reviewing The Impossible Princess. Is that what it's called, that album? We did it for like a patron requested thing.
Okay.
And I remember like doing my research on it. And I want to say I came across an interview where she said, The Impossible Princess is my first album that feels personal and I will never make one ever again.
Yeah.
So a stripped down acoustic Kylie moment is not something that I feel she would want to do.
Right.
But you know, a stripped down like acoustic, that's something I could very much see Kelly Clarkson doing. Like so it depends on the artist.
It depends on the artist, absolutely.
And it depends on how much tickets are. Because if I'm spending a fuck ton of money,
I
want to see a little something.
Yes. Unless you sing like Whitney Houston, I need to see.
Yeah, unless it's like, unless you know, like this is the last time this person's going to be here.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
And in terms of like 2 reality competition shows coming together, that I think would be fun. I mean, it's got to be America's Next Top Model and something else, where you get a bunch of like the models from America's Next Top Model, like that casting aesthetic, and maybe compete in like a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire style, like something where they really have to like put their heads together and like think and like know all this stuff. Okay. Maybe America's. I'm not going to say my thought because you don't like this person, but like an America's Next Top Model meets like The Apprentice, like where they have to do like some sort of like nonprofit something.
Okay.
I hate saying that, but like it would be kind of a fun show.
It would.
If it had different people involved.
Sure.
You know?
Absolutely.
So, but America's Next Top Model girls do something.
Yes. And
like that.
Molly from Top Model, who got second place in some season, is now in Southern Charm.
Yeah.
Just need to announce that. And I was very into her, but then at the reunion, I was less into her, I gotta say. She's kind of like aligned herself with Shep, who's like the lead fuckboy of the group. And I'm like, Shep sucks, Molly. Like, you need to
I love how you say aligned as if it's like a competition show.
It is. I'm trying to explain. It is. Everyone's trying to stay off in the show and stay as close to Andy on that finale couch as possible. And I mean, it seems like she wants to date Shep, and it's like, no, Shep is a 45-year-old fuck boy who's done nothing with his life and is a fucking hater.
No, this is not something with his life. He's on a TV show.
He's on a TV show.
He's making more money than I'm making.
He is, but he also was making more money before that TV show because he just has a trust fund that sends him money every
month. Well, okay, well. That would be nice.
And again, if you have a trust fund, no shade, but like I hope you build a life for yourself outside of just receiving money in the mail every month.
Sure.
And Shep did not do that, and then decided to judge my queen Paige and said, talk shit about her having a podcast. And it was like, why didn't she go on any of our cast trips? Like her stupid little talk show isn't that great, blah. And it's like, Shep, you literally do nothing.
Yeah. And to quote, what's her name? Rachel actress.
Zegler?
No, the one, really funny one.
Sennett?
One. Yes, Rachel Sennett in Bodies, where she's like, and having a podcast is a lot of work. You have to book a guest. And
we don't even do that.
I know. That's a brilliant performance.
We booked Brian Stokes Mitchell.
We did.
Hey? Not everybody can say that.
Not everybody can say that.
What a moment.
Oh, he's so great.
So great.
An icon.
Steele.
Yes.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
What has been giving you moments, darling?
Speaking of podcasts, I'm going to give a shout out to the Rob Has a Podcast network because Taron Armstrong, the last several weeks, he's the guy that does all the Big Brother daily recaps whenever Big Brother's on, and every day he gets on and he talks about every single thing that happened on the live feeds, like game wise, and goes over it. That's how I stay abreast of what's happening on the live feeds every year. Well, he is hosting a Big Brother retrospective. They originally called it the Big Brother Memory Wall, but there's apparently another podcast called The Memory Wall. So they decided to change the name, but it's a retrospective of in all the weeks leading up to this upcoming season of Big Brother. They're going week by week, doing a big recap of every single season.
Wow.
All 26 seasons leading up to this summer. And I've just been having such a blast listening to it. It's like, because there are so many seasons that I have not seen in a long time, and I remember everyone in it, and I vaguely remember like the big drama in each season, and obviously who won and who got out when and everything. But just remembering the little details about the gameplay of each specific season is stuff that you just sort of naturally forget as time goes on.
Right.
And so just having a refresher on that in all these weeks leading up to this upcoming summer season is just so wonderful. And it's just so wonderful, like reliving all of these seasons, like the retrospective episode of season 9 of Big Brother, which was the craziest season, and the season that's kind of the most forgotten. That's their longest episode. Oh no, I think season 10 is their longest episode, but season 9 was very long as well. And just going over everything that happened that season again is just like, I remember all of this now. It's just wonderful having that refresher. I think they're up to season 13 now.
Yeah.
I'm a little behind. I've just started them doing season 11. But that's just been a wonderful, I've listened to a couple episodes this week, and it's just been really great reliving all of that as I'm building up the excitement for season 27.
So I love that.
Yeah, the work they do is a lot. I mean, just like sitting down to a podcast every day when the season's on for almost 100 days. Like, he puts in the work. He works harder than the 2-game apps.
I mean, yes.
But we still work hard too.
We do work hard too.
Having a podcast is a lot of hard work, guys.
It's a lot. Rachel's right.
So what has been giving you moments, Matt?
Mine is also just, it's not anything new that I've taken in, but for whatever reason, while I was making dinner at some point this week, I listened to The Writings on the Wall by The Destiny's Children.
By Miss Destiny's Children.
Miss Destiny's Children, Beyonce, Kelly, LaToya, and Latavia.
Never forget.
Original lineup.
We love.
It's an excellent album all the way through, absolutely. But it just got me thinking and remembering how excited the collaborations between Candy Buruss as the songwriter and Kevin Shakespeare Briggs as the producer. Like, in the years of 1999 and 2000, you could not go anywhere without hearing a song written by Candy and produced by Shakespeare, because this was a post-No Scrubs world. They had written and recorded with TLC the biggest radio song of all time with No Scrubs. So, of course, everybody was running to them for song concepts, for music concepts. And I it was truly, I always had loved music. I always had loved songwriting and singing, but I never really fully understood a love for production until that time, until you saw how Candy and Shakespeare were mixing the R&B sounds with like the up-tempo dance sounds, almost like a pre-UK garage kind of sound sometimes in the drums. Like you listen to the Bugaboos of the world, the Bills, like so good on that Destiny's Child album. And then like got me listening to Candy's solo debut album herself, entitled aptly Hey Candy, which features Don't Think I'm Not as the big hit off of that record. I think also What I'm Gonna Do to You and Cheating on Me were singles. I need us all to go listen to a song entitled Pants on Fire by Candy Buruss. It is so insanely hilarious.
That's such a 1999 title.
Perfect.
I love it.
I just think though, like What I'm Gonna Do to You and Pants on Fire are the hits that should have been off of Hey Candy. They had such a perfect synergy together. They're the kind of people where it's like, this is your musical soulmate. And to see what they did together on Hey Candy, on Pink's first project with There You Go, and I think they also did You Make Me Sick together. And obviously Destiny's Child, TLC, like they just put out so many great songs together. Like if I had the chance to interview Candy, my first question would be, why do you and Shakespeare not work together anymore? I realize that sound has gotten out of style. That like bubble in the back.
That plingy guitar.
Yes, that plingy guitar.
Yeah.
It's not the thing now, but I need to know what happened because it felt like there was a moment where they were doing, like they did Ex-Girlfriend with Mariah. They did a song, I think Just One of Those Days by Whitney Houston. Like they were, It Makes Me Ill by NSYNC, which I think Lance has said is his favorite NSYNC song of all time. I just feel like we got a good amount of songs from them. There should have been more. That era of music should have been longer. And Candy, as a songwriter, is so unprecedentedly amazing, especially as a female top liner writing these like songs that were very much like, fuck these guys. Like I love her. And I remember when she got cast on Housewives of Atlanta, I think she was on season 2 and not on season 1. I remember being like, wow, how could they get Candy? She's such an incredible and important songwriter. And I feel like obviously she's had this incredible long reality TV career. She's great, as a reality personality, but she was put on this earth to write songs like Bills, and Pants on Fire. Like, I love it. I love it. I love them. I love them as a duo. I wish they'd work together again. And I'm sure there's a reason why they don't. And I don't want to know, but then I do.
What are your conspiracies?
There could have been a money issue. Like, I just feel like
there's always a money issue.
It's like when you find, but then you find out why Mariah and Walter Afanasieff don't work together. I mean, you read that chapter in Mariah's book where someone who is nameless kind of sat around while Mariah's then husband put a knife to her throat. And I get the impression that person may have been a songwriter that worked with her a lot, allegedly.
Okay.
There's a lot of crazy bad shit that happens, especially in the music industry at any time, but especially at that time.
Yeah.
So it could be anything, but those tracks that they made together still hold up to this day.
It's always because you said something about how this is the first time you ever really took notice of production and everything. It's like those moments for me in movies. Like I remember the first time I remember being young and like seeing a movie for the first time where I specifically noticed the editing in a certain scene. And it's like my first time being moved by the editing. The first time I remember like seeing Roma in the theaters, and it was my first time being moved by like sound design in a movie, like in a theater, like where I specifically as an older person realized what was happening with the sounds, like the moment where she walks into the ocean. I remember like taking notice of that one tiny little technical aspect and being like, oh, this is taking my breath away, so like finding, because when you first hear a song, like especially as a young person, you're just like, oh yeah, the songwriting and the vocals, like, that's what you're focused on. But then when you hear and you start to realize as an adult that there are so many things that go into a piece of art that are more than just what's blatantly in front of you. You take notice of that more, especially when you grow to love something like music, so that's special.
It's very special.
It's special.
I just need to say other songs that I'm seeing that Candy has written. Obviously, Ex-Girlfriend by Mariah. There is a song called Hell With Ya by Pink that's really great. How You Gonna Tell Me by Maya is a song I love. Papakala by Usher, another song I love. There You Go, I think I talked about. Jane Doe by Alicia Keys. I didn't even know she wrote that. She wrote on the last TLC's 3D record. She wrote on Good Love, Hey, 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 and Girl Talk. Tell Me No, Whitney Houston. It's just, she has quite the discography, and we love her.
Did she write a lot on fan mail outside of No Scrubs?
That's the only song.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, regardless, that whole album's great.
Of course it is.
I remember the first time listening to that and being like, are you fucking kidding me?
I know. Because the thing is, you were a crazy, sexy, cool person. And
yeah.
I was like, you must listen to fan mail.
And I was like, okay, yeah. And then I listened to the whole thing and I was like, wait.
I know.
Wait.
Everything.
Yeah. So
I think that's that on that.
Sure.
We love Candy and she's an icon. Is there anything else you want to tell the people?
We love you.
We do.
Enjoy the ends of March. Congratulations on getting to April, Matt Palmer's favorite month.
Yes, and happy anniversary, Mariah.
Happy anniversary, Mariah.
March 27th just passed, and
what
we
a
love
day.
you forever.
Forever.
Thank you guys so much for listening and or watching the podcast. We'll be back next week with more 2 Gay Mats, the podcast.
Bye.
Bye. Ex-Girlfriend was not a single. I remember at the time being like, this needs to be a single. And I listened back to it now and I'm like, this song is fine.
like Ex-Girlfriend.
It was not their, like, Candy's best work, which she admits. She's like, I had to make that song with her over the phone.
Oh.
Like, while she was on tour. Like, it just is, yeah. It's like if they were in the same room together making a song, they could have made a better one. But it's not bad. But it makes me ill.
For a song written over the phone? It could be worse.
It could be worse.
It could be way worse. So, congratulations.
I can't believe It Makes Me Ill wasn't a single. What a great song. We love.
What you gonna do?
What else is going on, you guys? We'll give you a little bit.
everybody
We've been on for a long time, so we're only going to give you a little bit of the outro, but imagine the iconic Crazy in Love choreography turned into a line dance for the Cowboy Carter tour. Gays will gag and die, but not in a good way. No, it'll be fine. We've seen her do that same dance so many times.
It's fine.
Let her do something different.
Sure.
Maybe it's something I'm like, is it something I can look up? Why don't Candy and also she wrote one of my favorite Escape songs in Can't Hang. Betcha can't hang.
Has she written anything like recently?
Can't hang.
Or is she just kind of chilling?
She's kind of chilling.
All right.
It seems like people are sampling No Scrubs a lot.
I just watched that David's Dead scene. That was darkly hilarious. Also, the Gemma.
Everything.
I could recite that entire monologue.
Candy has covered so many areas of entertainment. That's the thing. Something that I really admire about her. She always is evolving. She's not like, this is who I am and what I do and the only thing I do. It's like, no, now she's producing Othello. She's one of the producers on Othello.
Is she really?
She is, yes.
Jeez.
So she's making a lot of money there too.
She sure is.
She wants that Tony.
She wants that EGOT.
Yeah, she does.
I don't know how she'll win an Oscar or does she have a Grammy?
She does for No Scrubs.
Okay, great.
There you go.
Bills and Scrubs are basically the same song.
I mean, they have similar sounds. Not the
Similar sounds.
Similar sounds. Not the same song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But thank you for your input.
Yes.
We love you, Jonathan, and happy birthday.
And the thing is,
I think you're the birthday person.
Yeah, I think
right?
so. And also, so many producers make the same song over and over and over again.
Sure.
And
I saw something that could be so incorrect.
What?
That it was like a video of like all of Benny Blanco's big like hits of like the early 2010s and everything. And someone said, "Oh, you know why they're all the same." BM, is it
BPM?
BPM. I was just saying BMI. Same BPM is because he didn't know how to change the BPM on Pro Tools or whatever.
I saw a video of him saying it. It is true.
It's so funny because
It's hilarious.
Like, how can you be so talented?
I know.
I mean, granted, like there are so many things that I didn't know what a set piece was. I never had that phrase defined to me until we embarrassed ourselves on this podcast like a year and a half ago.
You embarrassed yourself.
Listen,
I didn't know what it was either.
But I'm also
not a
filmmaker. But listen, filmmaking is not my background.
Right.
It's like this is a self-discovering thing. I can't even say I've taught myself because I'm still trying to learn. But yeah, I mean, good for him.
I know.
Like,
good for him.
Yeah.
Escape is on the Always Been a Baby remix, which is excellent. It is excellent. And yeah, they sing background.
Who's the closest to an EGOT? Cynthia missing an Oscar or Adele missing a Tony? They're both equal.
What seems they're equal? It seems like Cynthia wants an Oscar more than Adele wants.
Yeah, Adele actively said. Also, like these days, like people are so obsessed with EGOT. It's like it's not
a real
because it's not really like special anymore. Like it's special. Obviously, I don't have any of these awards.
Yeah.
But like they're so much easier to get now because people have their hands in so many projects now in different ways. But Adele actively said at the interview we saw her, she was just like, people were like, would you ever write a musical? And she was like, no, I don't like musicals. She was like, I like the one about the mum. And I screamed, Gypsy!
Surprise, thank God I found you at number one. That's arguably her most forgettable number one. Yeah, I mean, she doesn't love that song either, I don't think.
Cynthia's winning the Best Original Song Oscar next week?
I assume next year for sure. Maybe. I think there are a few new songs in the Wicked Part 2. Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, maybe the one they'll be pushing will be the one Cynthia worked on. It's like, here you go, girl.
Right.
There you go. Yeah, I wonder what that second movie's going to be.
I know you saw the poster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked the poster for the first movie because they're both at like different corners. I like the design of that. I think this one's a little
plain.
There's a lot of space where I'm not looking, and they're kind of small, but it's still nice. I think it's nice.
I think it's a little weird that the like wick is one color and the ked is another. It's like one is. I
feel like they did that a little bit in some of the promo for this one. What I think is weird is how Cynthia's mountain is a little bit behind Ariana's mountain that they're standing on. So Ariana seems bigger. Cynthia seems smaller. So is this going to be a more Ariana?
I think that's the rumor was that they were going to push Ariana for lead.
I think the rumor was started by me.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the rumor I heard probably from over here.
I think that was my guess.
I didn't know you started rumors.
I start rumors. I just started a rumor that Nikki Blonsky was going to be on Traitors.
Hey, there's nothing more fun than a rumor about Traitors.
You know?
Oh, if Nene and New York are on, really? Oh my God, that's going to be so iconic.
Fucking troll.
So
out
iconic.
Of control.
Also, I have a dream idea for the Traitors party, which it's probably too ridiculous to have people do.
Okay.
But what if during the 20-minute breaks in between rounds,
okay,
I have this camera going, have this, and it's like you can film a confessional.
You have to. You absolutely have to.
Come in by yourself.
Yeah.
And Matt P's hoodie is very sweet. Thank you. Go if you would like it. Go to shop2gaymats.com.
Thank you for the compliment on my shirt.
Yes, that one's not on.
I designed it myself.
He didn't. Shop2gaymats.com. Get a Chatty Cathy hoodie.
Chatty Cathy. I can't wait till it's warmer and I can wear my X-Wear plaid tank top.
Yes.
Common won an Oscar for the song Gloria in 2015.
Oh yeah,
he did.
Who's Common dating? I feel like he's always dating somebody famous. Who is Common?
Not me.
Dating, because he used to date Serena Williams.
Oh, did he?
I think he dated Tiffany Haddish for a moment.
Is Kenya rumored to be on Traitors?
Kenya Moore? No, she wasn't on our list. I would love that.
None of this is solidified. They film this in August, September, don't they? So they're probably just reaching out to people now. Is Steele's script for a TV show, pilot, or a film? A film.
Common's dating your buddy Jennifer Hudson.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, apparently they're dating. But
justice for cats.
People who've dated Common, Erykah Badu, Taraji P. Henson, Serena Williams, Angela Rye, who I don't know, Tiffany Haddish, and now Jennifer Hudson.
Love that.
I told you, he's always dating a famous lady.
Shirt is from Zara. No, I got it from Crossroads, so a thrift store.
I never have luck in Crossroads.
It's fine.
But I've not been a person who's good at sifting through clothing. You know,
I'm sift. I just got 2 new little things at Crossroads that are more spring summery. But
that's nice.
Yeah, I got bored a little one day, and I was just let me just do this. What genre is the new movie? Comedy.
Yeah, it's a movie. Someone asked if it was a pilot. Matt Steele doesn't like television.
I like it. I'm happy for everyone. I can't see myself writing for television.
No.
That's a what's it called? Equation that I don't know well enough.
Okay.
That's a formula.
Okay,
that I don't know.
We can go with that.
That's an equation. That's writing for TV is a formula.
Yeah.
It's on page 3, this type of thing has to happen.
Yes.
In episode 2, it's okay. Today was the first day in a long time I didn't wear a jacket.
Oh, yay.
Love that. Congratulations.
I will say, as much as we love spring, we love the seasons changing, all that, my eyes have been itching out the fucking wazoo. I get such bad allergies this time of year.
Dream director for your script. Me. Or if someone big wants to take it, sure. Just go for it.
Maybe this could be your Damien Chazelle's re-entry into to movies, because he's
re-entry into movies. He's working on movies now.
What movie is he working on?
He's doing a Evel Knievel biopic.
Oh.
I think with Leo. I think with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, so he's do straight boy stuff now?
He always does. I mean, First Man, I wouldn't call it the gay movie.
Right.
But God, is it brilliant. Yes.
I'm glad you liked it.
First Man is great.
Okay.
You should check it out.
No, thank you.
It's so good.
No, thank you. There was pollen all over my car. What do you guys think of? We're excited about it. We didn't watch the trailer for the new Miley visual album because we want to watch it and have it be a surprise.
Yeah.
Hate spring. My car is green. It's gross. I mean, I'm just soon my eyes will get used to.
My thing with spring is the unpredictability of the weather. Like to me, it's more unpredictable than like winter.
It is going to be cool for like the next 7 days, and then it's going to jump up to like 83.
I know, and I know I'm going to wake up with a massive headache.
I hate that.
It's the worst when it goes from cold to hot. Leo is always booked. He sure is.
It's true. Booked and busy.
He is. But if Damien wants to direct my movie, go for it.
Yeah, I think you'd be okay with that.
I would let him do anything to my movie. He'll be like, I'm rewriting it all. I'd be like, okay.
Got it. You'd be like, great. As you should, King.
As you should. Right. What I gave you was trash. All right.
It's very you.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I think that's
that.
I think that's that on that.
That's that.
We love you. I didn't realize we'd be talking for this long.
I know. What if we?
It happens.
God, we don't shut the fuck up.
But we really don't.
We really
but
don't.
Hey, that's just us.
It's I know.
We have to be true to ourselves.
It's true.
People who don't shut the fuck up.
People who don't shut the fuck up. I can go on forever.
Thank you guys so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next week.